the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Madness, you know how we roll. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Madness, you know how we roll. Straight up madness, you know how we roll.
Good evening and welcome back to CMF Community Series South Asia. This is the Grand Finals, day number 4 to be exact. And so we're so happy to have you guys tune in to the live stream once again. We are your casters for tonight. My name is Annie, and tonight with me would be Torix. What's up, Torix?
Thank you so much, Annie, once again for the wonderful welcome. And yes, this is the second last day, meaning the day number 4 of the CMF Community Series South Asia. The 5 matches tonight will also be played, and amongst those 5 matches, only one of them is going to be Sanhok. Remember this, it was the same schedule. It is kind of like the same schedule as yesterday, but not completely, not entirely. We're going to see some mix and matches, some difference of the map between the maps. And yeah, as we all know, we are definitely going to start with the Erangel map first and foremost. But Annie, after yesterday's performances, what are your expectations for the teams? Like, do you think they're going to go for some aggression tonight, or they're going to go with the same momentum that they were doing yesterday?
You know what? Since this is day number 4, you can expect actually the teams should be a little bit more aggressive, and they should be a little bit more pressured to get those points in the bag to try to boost their way up into the rankings. But, you know, just taking a look at their performances for the past 3 days, they definitely are on the safer side. They like playing it safe. They like playing the game slowly. And so, maybe, you know, I'm leaning towards like the same kind of energy from yesterday and the past few days.
Yeah, they're kind of like going way too passive. At this point, you have only 2 days. You should have gone with that early aggressions, with those early engagements at the first 2 days, first 3 days maximum. And these 2 days, today and tomorrow, would have been the one where you could have gone for maybe a slower pace start. But ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we will be taking you to our first match of the day in 20 seconds, in the next 20 seconds, and that is all you know, Erangel. Once again, the same 16 teams. They're going to be dropping in. They're going to be trying to get that chicken dinner done and dusted for themselves. But only one victor is out there. There is only going to be one victor that will get that chicken dinner.
Yes, definitely. And so for these 16 teams, they gotta start the day strong. They gotta start the day strong. And so, think about those early game aggressions, trying to get all those resources, those gears, those ammos really early on, and try not to get picked off, because this is the second to the last day. Your second to the last chance of ever getting that championship prize, or even like a cut of the prize pool. But then again, all 16 teams, they gotta get something out of this. At least like, what was it? At least $10, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much it. And may the best team win, basically, because it's day number 4 of the finals, and tomorrow is their last chance. And so they gotta give it their all. They gotta give it their all, starting now, and then also tomorrow. And so we can see, basically, just from the military base, this is a plane going from the south towards the northwestern part of Erangel. And so we can expect this flight path might be a little bit, it's gonna half Erangel beautifully, Torix.
It definitely does, from Novorupnoy all the way to the crater side, the crash landing site. But nonetheless, how many teams will go for the early stages fights? The Pachinki is there, the Novorupnoy, the Georgia Pool is there, there is the Multi-Power as well, the Snapolan is also accessible for these teams. There is Rozok, there is the school and school side compartments, and last but not the least, the one and only Georgia Pool, the containers, the northern side city, the western side city. All of those premises are available for the teams. But I see one team missing. I can see one team not joining us in today's matches as well. And I'm really, really curious to see which of that team is. But the circle, it has taken its shift towards the hard western side of the match. Pachinki is one of the places where we can expect some early stages fights.
Oh, I can hear some bullets though. So early on, MME has found their first engagement. So whether or not MME will be eliminated by this other team, MME's in a little bit of trouble. Baby is down. Yes, completely eliminated. That is on the hands of Halal Esports. Once again, these two teams, they love running into each other. Just like yesterday, actually. But K needs that 3-5. But although Auto Aim does have that one elimination to his name, but Halal Esports still on the red. Auto Aim is still on the red, and he's still a little bit in trouble. But MME, they're holding K hostage. They're like, come on, try to get this 3-5 in the bag. But up these stairs, this is one. Seems that Gangster goes down, and Auto Aim gets that second elimination to his name. And meanwhile, oh no, Halal Esports, 2 people leading that revive already. But it's not over between MME and Halal Esports. Not over just yet. Extreme going into another house, presumably trying to get another gun, some other resources, because this is so early on in the game. And look at them. Look at Halal Esports. They need to reset so much red in their HP. Oh, there we go. It seems that CMF and SC9 also has their own story to tell.
Oh, they definitely do. They also have their own story to tell right now. But MME is one of that team that has lost so far 2 of their contenders. Only 2 more remaining, Extreme and Chari ASL. It's all down to these last 2 guys to make their name shine, to make their team's name shine from this point onward. But how they're moving super slowly. Halal Esports in the meanwhile, you can also see these guys with the 2 elimination, not a single casualty. So this is a great thing, but here we go. Halal Esports K, he's closing in. Slowly and steadily, he's closing in. With the barrel, it's not accessible for the player, but 1897 makes the aim. And with auto aim, it is all over. 3 eliminations to the side of 1 player, and 4 in total for the team.
Wow, MME, the first team to be eliminated in this match, but still CMF not doing well, however, but one down at the side of ST9. ST9, it's not over for them, so we only have one member needing that revive, one player needing that revive. Although CMF, they're not doing well either. They're not doing well. I saw two of their players needing that revive, and although wow, that shot in the face just goes down like water in a drain. And now CMF, they're down to two players left standing, one of them needing a revive all the more. But Knight, he can get that revive, and Faisal is back in the game. Sprays going in, grenades exploding, but that damage is not enough to kill Knight just yet. So 1 versus 1 behind this door, 2 versus 1, however, and within this wall, that would be CMF, one player going down, another 1 versus 1 behind this building. Who will come out victorious? And would that be Faisal? Faisal wins that 1 versus 1, and ST9 completely gets wiped out from the map. The second team to be eliminated.
The second team to be eliminated. You know what, Annie? I'm loving this. I'm actually loving this aggression. I'm loving this engagement from all of these players aside. And through the very end, everybody is doing their very level best on whatever they want to do, how they want to get those eliminations, how they want to take those frags at the early stages and those fights. So far, it is 2 teams that have been completely eliminated, but what we can see so far is the fact that there's only 50 players left. A1 Esports with a 4-man. They're also trying to make their way towards the Severny side, so one thing leads to another. They're going to move their way inside of that circle. Talking about the nowhere going, there's the team Inamical Monks there getting their loot. Talking about Milta City, there is the DRS. But PX is moving to the circle side as well at early stages because they know that it's going to be a hard-hitting factor when the circle reaches its second, maybe third, even fourth shift at that time. So it's better to stay in the circle before that moment arises.
Yeah, definitely go into those early rotations into the circle. Try to secure those positions very early on. But for some of these teams, are a little bit far off. I saw KS on the far eastern side of the map, and so maybe they have some plans trying to loot something in that area. And of course, they have all the time in the world. We're still at stage 1. They got 2 minutes before it closes in, and so for now, for the likes of ASI8, they're gonna keep moving because they were in the military base, but they stop at the bridge. They have plans. Do they have plans? IQQ. He's having an IQQ kind of plan here, going up a bridge, but they won't find anyone there just from the map. But they don't have that information, and so they're taking that risk. Just going into those early game rotations, getting those loots in, trying to get some pickoffs. And so that's the plan for everyone. That's basically the plan for everyone.
That is, but if you remember Team ASI8, yesterday's their performance, they were at the bridge side, they holded it up against another team, and they actually managed to get some knocks connected on the players from the top side of the bridges, but at the very end, it was still Team ASI8 that got that finisher on them, done on them at that time. But now they're trying again. They're waiting for another team to rotate from this angle. Maybe then they're going to do it again. They're going to try to get those, like a revenge factor maybe for themselves. Talking about the Georgia pool, the containers on the other hand, there we go. There is a team at the containers. No extraterritorial movement whatsoever, but PX Esports, this is another team right now that we can see inside of the circle, but for how long can they stay inside of that circle? Because at some point right now, as the circle is going to take its shift, starts to take its shift, you need to have some cars, you need to have some transportation for yourself if you want to get out of this place unscathed.
Yeah, and that's the basically Erangel for you. You gotta have those vehicles because this is a huge map. And speaking of vehicles, KS, Star, INM, they gotta get those vehicles because they're getting eaten up. They're outside of that circle, and we're moving on to the next phase of the circle around the northeastern side where Georgia Pool is, Gata, and Rojok as well. And so for those teams that are already within the circle, of course, they got they got favored by the circle, so they don't have to worry about the positions for now. But for everyone else, such as A1, they're getting some damage, but still stage 2, but still they're getting damaged. So they gotta get out of there. They gotta get out of there real quickly.
They do definitely need to get out of there real quickly, but it's still the stage number 2, as you already have mentioned, Annie. So there is still the option that they can stay out there, but there we go. A1 Esports going against the team, and it's all over. CMF Knight was the final guy around the premises that got the finisher on him, and it's all over. All done and dusted. Team CMF losing their lives on the hashtag number 13 and going back to the lobby from where they came from. The Erangel is done and dusted for them. The first Erangel, in fact, is done and dusted for them. They're going to be joining us again into the next match. That will be the Miramar. Remember this. And slowly and steadily, they are losing their momentum. Judging from the overall ranking, you can already see the Team CMF. They were somewhere into the top 13, into the top 13th position, into the overall ranking. And getting eliminated there so early on, in fact, Annie, it's way too risky for them at this point.
Yeah, way too risky. I agree. But still, there's nothing they can do for this match because they got eliminated, and so they gotta think of a way to get those points back in the second match, and that would be a different map, and so it'll be a different chance for these teams, especially those who got eliminated. They gotta think of something else. They gotta think of a way to try to boost their way up the leaderboards, to up the rankings. But so far, it seems that ASI8 and PX have run into each other. PX shooting at ASI8, but it's only doing chip damage, doing little damage, not enough to get those knocks, not enough to get those eliminations. And it seems that PX has stopped. PX has stopped, but ASI8, they're making a lot of ruckus with their vehicles, and so they're out in the open. PX has a lot of information to go by, but they're biding their time. ASI8, they're not being shot at anymore, and it seems that they're about to rotate out of there.
I think that should be a wise choice to do so at this point, getting out of this position. You know that you are somewhere around the premises where you don't have that much points. So every single match is of uttermost importance to you, and getting eliminated early on is not the option. It is not the option. You only have today and tomorrow for your positioning. If you don't get a good position, you're not going to get that glory factor of the prize pool, of the position, of the champion's title, or the top 3 that you could have get if you had just played a little bit on the safe side. And that's exactly what these teams are doing right now. Team Esports trying to find out where the enemy is, but DRS is the name that's about close to them. And in a short while, we will be seeing Team DRS closing into this team. They are just waiting for that single knockout. As soon as they're gonna have that, they will definitely initiate the fight. They will definitely go for the aggressive factors. Get a YT. He's completely into the open. His car is his only lease out here. But remember this, that even if it's his car, that's still a factor that he might lose his life if he's not careful around it.
Yeah, definitely. That car can only do so much. But DRS, speaking of DRS, everyone's gotta have their eyes on them because they had a really good momentum in day 1 and day 3, and so crossing your fingers that they have the same kind of momentum tonight. For now, Sleepy has awakened, trying to get those sprays in the bag, but so far none of them will be connecting, and Sleepy will be trying for another position, repositioning himself, trying to get better shots at A1, but he has his eyes on another squad in the nearby place, but he gets one knock, but it's not enough to eliminate it. So once again, getting a move on in his little green car, trying to go on a hunt, trying to get that first elimination for his team. But so far, the DRS, they don't have that momentum just yet. So we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see what will happen later.
Yeah, we do definitely have to see what's going to happen later on, but DRS, they don't have that momentum right now. They definitely don't, because this Erangel has been such a slow pace from the very get-go that even if the teams do get into the fight, it's going to take them a while. It's going to take them a while to get accustomed to the other team once again, for that aggression, for those fights, and for those momentum, for those rotational clashes, each and every single thing. But you only have two Erangels. You only have two Miramars in the whole day, and you got to play it safe. You got to play it safe for you, because there is one Sanhok in the midst of that, and that Sanhok is only there to break the momentum that you have built so far in the different matches. But here we go, in Amicable Monks close to the Team A1 Esports. Hitman getting some shots connected on him. There is a lot of damage going around, but the player still survives. Get out of the premises unscathed. He did not get that knockout on him, and with this, now Hitman is going to move out of the premises. In Amicable Esports, in Amicable Monks, closing in slowly and steadily. On the other side, if you're talking about the team Halal Esports, they also are close to the team FW. And FW, remember this, guys, they have replaced the team 52 Esports, that they were not able to compete. They had some other commitments. So the slot was given to the next qualifying team, and that was the team FW Esports. But here we go, Halal Esports getting those eliminations, that domination for their side. But D9 with the grenade in hand, can he get one knockout? Just one knockout, just casually get it. He does. He definitely does. But now it's time to throw another grenade. It might hit, it might not, but it actually hits. Oh my goodness, D9, you beast. In a single split second, you manage to cut down the players of the Halal Esports down to the half of what they were before.
Wow. FW versus Halal in the ground floor of this building. Who will come out unscathed? It seems the answer would be FW, completely eliminating Halal Esports, and that would leave us with 11 teams left here in Erangel. But I don't think it's over just yet. DRS still 0 eliminations. They don't have the momentum that they need to get this game started, to get this day 4 of the grand final started. But still, KS with their vehicles nearby. DRS has information. They have that information, and nearby gets a knock on a member of KS, Cynix. And so Killer YT rather is getting shot at right now, but he has eyes on the last 3 players of KS, and they're out for blood. This is a good start. They have one knock, but Sleepy is needing that revive as well. So XMPL here to the rescue, and everyone else is taking into position. But all the while, Raw Esports as the third party sees a DRS needing that reset, but he's not giving him time to reset. He's not giving him time to heal up. Throwing in those grenades, bombarding DRS Gaming as the third party. Not looking good for DRS. They're surrounded on both sides, but Sleepy does have his vehicle. And so they're going to rotate out of there, go into safety, and try to reset before engaging once again.
Oh yeah, they need to get themselves put back together with the same angle before they can actually go for the aggression side. But Raw Esports now together, they're closing in onto the eastern side of the corner of the circle. There is the team DRS close to the proximity. Killer YT, he has left the place long ago, but I think Sleepy's position has been given out to Broer at this point, because he was at that sniper tower. His position was completely revealed out. Broer, IG, no movement, extra movement that this guy is doing. A really decent, I'd say, trigger discipline that he's showing around the premises, because he knows what he's up against, who he's up against at this point. The circle, yes, it's one of the factor that you do need to secure for yourself as soon as possible. But on the other side, if you're talking about that team, Raw Esports, they are seeing their own players. The positioning that they have put their players in, it's a decent one. It's a really decent one, but it all depends if they're going to be able to secure some eliminations with that or not.
And hopefully those eliminations will come in real quickly. For now, 42 players is still outstanding, but we're down to 11 teams still. Actually, haven't seen a team get eliminated, and hopefully that will change really soon. With so much sprays coming in from all sides, DRS a little bit in trouble, but in the end, they still don't have that momentum that they need. They are getting shot at by Star, however, so there's probably 4 different squads in this area, and so that's just making things a little bit more But YT has eyes on Bassett from Star. Tries to get those sprays on, but he doesn't get the knock that he needs. And so, repositioning. He's given out his information, and so he's out. He's out trying to go to the backside, but all the while, Raw Esports at the edge of this circle. Here's those shots. Here's that information, and so they're rotating to where all the fun is. And now it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun in this area. A1 Esports Navid getting those sprays on, doesn't get the knock. Nothing on the kill feed, nothing coming up just yet. But how long will that stay true? How long will it stay quiet and peaceful here in Erangel?
Let me tell you, and it's not peaceful and quiet in Erangel right now. Everybody's trying to shoot at the players, but the way that everybody is moving, the players are moving their cars, their proximities. It's just amazing that none of them, even if the players who is moving the cars, they're not able to get those shots connected on the players. The flash comes in from the backside of the S12K. He manages to do a lot of damage, but ultimately falls down to the DBS. But Osman, he takes one more down. It's an instant trade-off, and PX down to the last player that they are. S12K versus the DBS. The DBS did not win, but the S12K falls short this time as an Amicable Monks. Naruto does the final deal, did the nail in the coffin, and Team PX Esports, they have finally been eliminated. The first thing about that fight was that the PX did not manage to secure even a single digit of elimination that they got the knockouts on. Raw Esports is going to benefit from this so much. They're going to move over there. They're going to get one more elimination, the second one, and with this, PX Esports is also going to get out.
Yeah, PX Esports goes down with one elimination to their name, but INM, they also go down as well. 4 eliminations, however, so that's great for them. And unfortunately, while we were watching that fight between the two squads, DRS also gets eliminated, but it's not over. Star bombarding with those grenades and getting those shots in. LOU joins the fray. LOU joins the fray with their whole squad coming in, smokes up. Not a lot of information to go about, but there's still a lot of violence going on. Lots of grenades coming in, lots of shots going in, and all the while FW Esports also goes down. 7 teams left in the running, but Star, they're not done with LOU. They're not done, definitely. But still, no matter how much utilities are being used, how much ammo is being expended, still no one is going down between LOU and Star until now. Bassett gets knocked down by a player of Lu, and so will they get that finisher? It seems that Star is in trouble. 1, 2 eliminations to their side, but in the end, Last of Us, they get 5 eliminations to their name thanks to Star's 2 eliminated players. And now Star, they know they're in trouble. They're in trouble in terms of numbers, and so with that was a vehicle knock, but that wasn't a complete elimination, and so Pinkman is in trouble right now. Tabby is the only player left that is on the side of Star, with Pinkman getting completely eliminated with only 1 elimination to their squad's name. And so Tabby is in trouble and gets ran over, and that is the end for Star for now.
Star goes out with just a single elimination. But ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the top 6 teams. We are down to our top 6. The fight is insinuating. Team Axtron Gaming throwing those grenades near the Team KSX Venom. The grenades are definitely connecting some of the damage on the players, but on the other side, Team Raw is taking the fight against Team ASI8. ASI8, there's KS Venom getting those engagements. 90 degree, dropping the cars on the players, getting those ram downs connected. Axtron finished off. Axtron, it is a domination, in fact, not a finisher, but the KS Venom Legends will be that team that got the finisher from the side of Axtron Gaming. Raw Esports closing in to get that survival done upon on their player, but AJ from Raw, he's cooking. He's cooking. Let him cook that grenade. He gets a knockdown done. Second one goes out. Electro, you are going to face the wrath of the grenade. It definitely is going to take you down. 90 degrees already on his last breath. That's 2 down from the Raw side. Beautifully done by AJ.
Yeah, AJ from Raw, 2 eliminations, contributed to the total of 6 for Raw Esports, but it's not over just yet. Behind this tree, he's trying to get some sprays on ATR, but again, he's got to rotate out of there to get a better picture, to get a better angle, and that angle takes Electro. And now we're up to 7 eliminations, doing well. Good momentum coming in from Raw Esports, but all the while, A1 versus Lou, it's not over just yet. A1 spots Lou, very low on health, tries to get those sprays on. They just need to finish LOU off. But A1, they don't have that information that they need. Smokes up. Lots of things going on. Lots of visuals coming up. Molotovs burning the grass. And in the end, A1 Esports, they're getting shot at, but Lou, it's not over for them just yet. So 4 teams in a very small circle. Sprays coming in from every last place, every last corner of this circle. And in the end, Raw Esports throws that grenade. Will that hit? Doesn't seem to be a case. But in the end, Raw Esports gets that 10th elimination to their name. 10th elimination. AJ from Raw, he needs that kill. Grenades out. But in the end, LOU, they're up to 2 players.
Oh, it's a no.
And Raw Esports, 4 players in their team, getting bombarded by grenades. LOU still living, even after all that damage. But Navid goes down with the hands of AJ. 2 versus 1, make that a 1 versus 1, and now A1 Esports gets completely eliminated. And with that, the victory goes to Raw Esports.
Esports with that winner chicken dinner. Amazingly done by these guys. A beautiful scenario that they put themselves into, and at the very end of the day, at the very start of the day, in fact, after the first match, they are the victorious out of it. More than 10 elimination is a huge W already for these guys. Is a huge number to these guys as well, because now with that, they're going to be jumping places into the overall ranking. 10 points straight up from the chicken dinner. Then we have those eliminations. 6 for AJ, 4 for AJ. In fact, there's 2 AJ. There's a single A and J. Then there we have Ajaya, in fact. One is Ajaya, one is AJ. And combining these 2 guys, that's 10 elimination right there. Supreme has 2, and Baror IG has 1 elimination, making it a total of 13. 13 elimination to the side of the Team Raw.
And Raw Esports, actually taking a look at the leaderboards from the past few days, they have pretty consistent playstyle. Although they never just gotten that top 1 rank, still that consistency is just doing it for this whole tournament. And just taking a look at the comparison between Raw Esports and Last of Us, you can see that their damage is almost head-to-head, just 100-point difference. And over here, the kills, Raw Esports has 13, and on the other hand, LOU has 10. In heals, about the same as well, but in the placements, of course, Raw Esports, with that chicken dinner, they do have 10 points, and Last of Us has a 6 points. So these 2 teams, they're pretty good, but Raw Esports, I gotta commend them. They're pretty consistent in their performance so far.
MVP still goes not to Raw, but to the Last of Us. Blade is that guy. That is the MVP. 4 elimination, 819 damage, 4 knockouts, and 20 minutes of survival. The punch contribution percentage for this guy is 40% for his team. It's amazing what this guy has done for the team, for the players. But here we go, the match summary. It is the highest elimination. We have AJ from Raw, 6. Then we have Blade with 4. Ajaya from Raw Esports getting 4-2. LOU Chodu with the 4. Then on the highest damage, we have Blade, 819. Then we have LOU's Ghost, 808. Bro IG, he gets a 805, and last but not the least, it is Ajaya from Raw Esports with 727. Highest assist goes to the 90 degree, then Ghost, then Baror, then AJ from Raw. Highest healing goes to Sleepy, Crypto, Lou Crypto, and so on, all those factors. But here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the first match standing of the day, number 4. Raw with 23, 16 for The Last of Us, Axtron with 11, and so on forward from number 4 onward, Annie. We are seeing a single digit of the point.
Single digits is not looking good, especially in day 4 of the finals. If you want a lot of points going into your leaderboards, gotta step up. But Raw Esports, so far, they got good momentum. They got a good start. And so just completely happy for them. And those of you supporting these teams, do make some noise in the live chat just to support them. But this is the second half of the table. Of course, we can see that some teams walk away with only even less than 5 points from this match. But still, this is match number 1 out of 5 for tonight, and we still have tomorrow. And hopefully these teams, they'd make up for the lost points from this match, and hopefully they don't get picked off early on, especially those teams that are trying to keep their top spots, such as KS and DRS. They gotta step up. If they don't want to get dethroned. And of course, these are the match stats: 56 eliminations, 58 knocks, longest elims with 324, total healings of 7,653, 7 grenade eliminations, 3 vehicle eliminations, 46 assists, and 1 lone airdrop looted for the whole Erangel map.
Yeah, that was the only airdrop that was looted by the players. But I really loved this match. I really loved this match that ended right here. But here we have, ladies and gentlemen, the overall ranking. Raw, after that chicken dinner, they're closing in to the side of the DRS, where they have 148 points. Team Raw Esports is right behind them with just 20 points of a difference. KS1M Legends with 110 points. The Last of Us with 108. A1 Esports with 103. PX Esports 97, 95 for the Dynamical Monk. Extron with, on the number 8 position, 94 points. Same as the team CMF on the second chart. ASI 8, now they're on the number 10, 87 points, 78 for the Mad Morons. OGXSC9, 63, 62 for the T2K. Team Star with 56. Halal Esports with 44, in fact. And last but not the least, it is FW Esports with just 17 points to their name. Things are not looking good for the team FW Esports at this point. But still, I do have some hopes. I do have some hopes for these guys. The only thing that I loved about this match, the best thing that I loved about this match is, aside from the player that did not join the lobby, that did not join the game, everybody else had at least 1 point for themselves. But this was all the things for the mat number 1 before heading to the mat number 2. We are going to go on a short break, guys. Do not leave the premises. We'll be right back.
Mission. Wavy like the ocean, ain't got time for inhibition. Eyes on a prize, lock it in your vision. Straight up, man, that's gotta make a decision. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Madness, you know how we roll.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the CMF Community Series South Asia, and this is the second last day, not the final day, the second last day of the complete action. This is Torix, and with me once again, it is the one and only Annie that has been with us throughout the whole event. Annie, once again, welcome back, and the way the teams have played, ooh, the way that they have got those eliminations, that was just a chef kiss at this point.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That was a good start to our day number 4 of this grand finals. But with that first match, do you
I had
think
two
is there?
wins.
Wait a minute, why is there already one? Come on, guys. So it's cumulatively in day 4 after 4 days. We only got like 2 correct predictions. But do you want to predict first?
I want to point something out. I won yesterday's last prediction of a DRS's chicken, if you remember that. But for some reason, it didn't count. It didn't count. So what are we to say? But once again, I'm going to go with the DRS for the second match for the Miramar at this point. And we do have to see if, and only if, the DRS has done something great of a job for themselves.
All right. And I forgot the Miramar stats, but I want to bet on KS for some reason. I keep betting on KS, but you know, I got a good feeling. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
They changed it to 2 for you. Hey, production, what was your bet? And they put it back. Okay, there we go. All right.
Oh my god. But yeah, it's production time, and production, which team is
A1.
production gonna pick? A1. Okay. Annie, they took your choice of yesterday's first Miramar, if you remember. A1 Esports right now. And the three of our predictions are locked in. It's time for Miramar to start. It's time for the teams to do those deeds for themselves, get those aggressions, get those momentums done from this point onward, because this is the second last day, and the first match, it's already done and dusted. There's only 4 more matches remaining. 1 Miramar, then there is 1 more Erangel, then there is going to be a Sanhok, and we're gonna end our day on the Miramar once again. So in total, 2 Miramars, 1 Erangel, 1 Sanhok.
Yes, and this will be 4 more matches to go for this day 4. So really excited, and hopefully we can see some really good plays from these 16 teams that will be participating. And so once again, Miramar, some teams do really well in this map, and some teams fall off. And so it's all in the execution, it's all in the performance, it's all in securing those early game resources, gears, and getting those good guns and positioning yourself, because Miramar, once again, it's a huge map. It's a huge map, and so I'm kind of hoping that this flight path would be quite bad. It'll be like at the edge of the western side, and so everyone's just forced to go into early game engagements. But it is what it is. Hopefully that flight path will favor us instead of like halving Miramar completely beautifully into 2 equal sets.
I think this is some kind of something like that. Yeah, it's going to Petrona at this point, at the very end. No, it's not. In fact, it is a southern-based plane line this time. Valle del Mar, the Los Higos, all those places, the Petrona, El Pozo, all the top sides as well at the hard and western side corners. It's accessible. Los Leons, it's accessible, but San Martin, Hacienda del Patron, the El Azhar, those areas, those crucial areas where we saw yesterday teams drop in, they're no longer accessible right now, unless you guys find a car at the very early stage and then move on from that point onward.
Yeah, you know what'll be funny? So if that circle went to the northeast, it just gives everyone a hard time. But the flight path's about to end, and so we should be seeing that circle really soon. So far, a lot of these teams, they're not landing in the same area, and it looks like a lot of teams actually are about to drop off within the circle, and so they're gonna have a good time. They have one less thing to worry about. But for the likes of FW, CMF, and Halal Esports, they have to get those vehicles and rotate out of there because they are not getting favored by the circle for now.
Definitely are not getting favored. Yeah, that's exactly the thing. But looking at the team Halal Esports, they are kind of in a tussle. They might engage in a fight close to them against the team LOU. Both of the parties, both of the teams are right next to each other's perimeter. 1,200 meters, they need to move inside of that circle. But going to The Last of Us Goes right now, he has an Iscarel, in fact, with an S12K into his hand. Auto aim, M4, UMP combo, a really decent one to his name as well. Hey, with the M4 and the QBU in the hand as well. One thing leads to another, and Halal Esports slowly and steadily, they also have their momentum, their arsenal generated up, set up. But here we go. The overall ranking alongside of the live stats. Team Star in this match did not join with all the 4 players. Aside from that, everybody else, all the 15 teams, they have joined with their 4-man standing. On the number 13, hashtag number 13, Annie, I can't see that team anywhere.
Oh yeah, you're right. Might have been T2K once again. We didn't see them in the last 2 matches.
Yeah.
But if ever they posted on their socials the reason why, I haven't seen it though. But anyways, that is what it is. We don't know what happened. I don't know what happened basically. But still, life goes on, and so the game will go on without them. We have 15 teams in the standing, and make that 59 players though, because Ahe got knocked down. Actually, never mind, because Star joined with 1 less player, and so Halal has 1 knocked player on their side. Hopefully, we can see that real soon, because it's Last of Us actually that's nearby Halal Esports, and so there's a tussle somewhere there, but it didn't result into an elimination, and so we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see what's happening in that building over there where Hey needs that revive. And so early on in the game, they gotta keep all 4 players up and running, up and healthy, because with that numbers disadvantage later on, they might not be able to have the momentum that they need to get this game going and really bag those points.
Yeah, that's the thing. They need to have as many players alive as possible till the very end, and you might just be able to get that chicken dinner if you do. Aside from that, there is no hope. As a duo, as a solo, you kind of hope to take a chicken dinner out of the premises from anybody, but Halal Esports, they got their players rev back up, 75% HP on everybody. Or at the same time, if you're talking about the team A1 Esports, that is at the La Bendita area, there is nobody close to these guys' proximity. They're getting their loot. Rowdy's here. There is Deathstorm. There is Hitman. Everybody, all the 4 men that they are. It is a good start in Miramar. It is a good and a slow start in the Miramar, exactly how it should be.
Yeah, definitely a very slow start, because although there was 1 knock, we don't even see the first blood just yet. And it's gotta be, yep, we can see a timer actually. It's almost 5 minutes into the game. And so everyone has a good time just looting the places up, just getting those resources, and probably getting those vehicles as well, and rotating within the circle if ever they are quite far from the safe zone. So for now, it seems that we're a little bit quiet, and just taking a look at the leaderboards. Actually, this is what's interesting, because DRS is still number 1. They managed to get so many points from yesterday and put so much gap between the number 2 that they're still in the running. They're still number 1 in the running, although they only had less than 5 points from the previous match. So DRS, if they don't do well this match, they might potentially get dethroned, get knocked out of their number 1 spot if ever Raw Esports gets another 20 points in this game. But that's a but. That's an if. That's an if Raw Esports does well. But KS, they did get dethroned from their number 2 spot by Raw, and so with an 18-point gap, still KS could catch up. It could catch up, but that will all depend on how these teams will perform in this map.
Yeah, it's definitely the case on how the teams are going to perform at the very end, because so far we can't judge or determine what the team is going to do, how they're going to perform in this game. No, this is not the case. We got to still wait it out. We got to still wait for the momentum for these teams. Maybe the next circle is going to show us something. Maybe after that is going to show us something, because so far Majority of the teams are trying to get inside of that circle. ST9, there's DRS, close to the proximity of the northern angles. On the western side area, we can see Halal, PX Esports, MME. These are the three names that are super close, but at the very corner of the western side area, there's an Amicable Monks and the team LOU right next to each other. The fight can ensue if these guys wants to do that, if these guys wants to get that fight done and dusted for themselves.
And hopefully fights will be happening sooner or later. MME versus PX. You can hear some shots being fired. PX, they're disembarking from their vehicles and they're storming inside this building. Shots being fired by Chari over here, but none of them resulting into any knocks until now. First one down would be from the side of MME. Will that be a finisher? That should be the case. Flash gets the first blood of this game, but in the end, he also gets knocked himself. But he could get revived. Not over for them, though. 3 more players on their side, still up in the running. PX Esports so far, Flash is the only one down. So this is a 3-man team that are still up and healthy. Still need that revive, though. Sprays coming in from both sides, but Baby goes down next. But PX will get that finisher on Baby, and that is the second elimination of this game, going to the side of PX. But 2 more players and MME. Well, how will that go? Mad Machine goes down, however, gets knocked on the side of PX. But PX, they have the momentum. But everywhere it goes, grenades bombard this whole building. This is between MME and PX. MME with the numbers disadvantage, and PX with a huge momentum, already eliminating 2 players from MME. And with that jump within that building, it would be MME who comes out alive, but for how long will that stay? 1-2 trade in this skirmish, and it seems it's not over just yet.
Definitely isn't over until it's very over so far. We can see Gangsta cooking the grenade. He and Extreme are the only 2 guys that are right now alive, and it's all up to these 2 players to get the deed done for the team. Extreme closing in slowly and steadily. We can see him with the DVS in the hand. The grenade definitely goes over there. The player almost gets a knockdown on his stealth, but he barely, just in time, managed to get out of the proximity of a Gangsta together with a teammate against going to the PX's side. Machine has a grenade. Can he throw it up? On the player's angle? That's a bigger question because Machine throws the grenade. Gangsta get the hit. He gets knocked out. Now it's Extreme. Extreme getting that knockout. Confirm that elimination. The answer is no. He couldn't even confirm that. The player goes on. PX survives with 4 elimination to their name and 3 man still standing.
Wow, PX walks away with 4 eliminations from that fight, but in the end, actually, they also have 1 down on their team. But so they could have 3 players still alive if they can get that revive on the run and they don't run into a third party. But all the while, ST9 getting those sprays on all too well. But in some other part of the map, DRS also has their own fray to worry about. DRS, they need this momentum. Because they got picked off so early on in the previous game. And they didn't even get as much eliminations as they needed. But A1 Esports, they spot DRS, get some damage in. They're in trouble. DRS is in trouble. A1, however, they have Rowdy needing that revive. And so, for Deathstorm over here, trying to get some shots in, but is getting shot at as well. Information going in from both sides, and it looks like DRS might be trying to rotate out of the area, trying to get a better angle, but still none of these bullets are resulting into the knocks and the eliminations that both teams are looking for. And so, for DRS, it seems that they're disengaging for now, trying to find a better angle, but for A1, they're gonna give the chase. And try to get those eliminations.
Definitely are trying to get those elimination. LOU in the meanwhile, he's also trying to get those confirmations on Halal Esports, but Halal is that team that got the knockout on Crypto. Crypto, you need to get that revival done. He's so far away from his team that I don't think so. This is going to be a good idea. The players are not going to come close to the Crypto side. They might not give the revival to Crypto, but I can be wrong. The player can still do the Daredevil move, come close to the Crypto, in which case they are definitely doing that. They are closing into the Crypto. The player is getting that revival done on his side, but Halal The fight hasn't stopped. The fight hasn't stopped, Danny. Blade closing in. Shosho is the guy with the M416. On the other hand, he has an S12K if he wants to. He can use that S12K for the close range quarter fight. Get those connections down upon on the players, but one shot is all you need, but you misses. A lot of esports misses that, but this time around, finally connects the shot on Blade. Blade goes down, and Team Halal Esports once again with a single elimination to their name. Second knockout coming around. Team LOU losing their players, losing their numbers around the proximity. That's 2 down of the LOU. Remember that. And Team LOU, as they're down to the last 2 players, it's all dependent upon these last 2 guys, whether they want to take those fights. Crypto, you want to disengage or you want to stay here.
Yeah, and it's not over. Definitely not over. Over here in the open field, Crypto goes down first by the hands of Hey, all the way on the other side of this elevation, and it seems that would be the end for Crypto. Now one more player left on the side of LOU. Does Halal Esports have the information that they need to hunt this player down? Might not be the case, but still LOU is still up in the running. One more player left, and they are the hope of the team to even try to get some placement points, because so far LOU walks away. If that one player doesn't survive, they walk away with 0 points in this match, and so they gotta stay alive to try to get those placement points in the bag. But all the while, ST9, it seems that there is another squad nearby, and so they're getting shot at. They're getting shot at from somewhere. They have the information that they need. They need some information. They need to get their angles in the bag. But so far, it's only ST9 that's getting shot at, but they don't know where to shoot at. They gotta look around. They gotta find an angle to try to get some eliminations. But looking at the circle, it's a little bit crowded here. And that circle is going in around between Los Leones and Pecado. Lots of open fields, lots of buildings as well in the periphery. And so this should be a pretty interesting later part of the game.
Yeah, the end stages can be really interesting, but right now I don't think anything's going to go interesting around the proximities of the players, of the teams, of the rotational side as well, because so far what we can see is the fact that nobody wants to take those fights. Yeah, LOU wanted that. LOU got those eliminations instead on their angles. And after that, after those 2 eliminations to their name, they're not going to do that. DRS, on the other hand, this is another name that still have a potential to get more eliminations for themselves, but they don't need it. They don't actually need it in this match. Even if they don't get it, they're still not going to be like moved away from the number 1 position. But yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. And Team DRS is definitely here because of that. They're definitely here to get that connectivity done upon on the players, not letting them get on the top side, even close to them. They want to maintain that 20, maybe 25 points of a difference amongst the teams. But PX Esports, they have a gun, they have a player, they have a grenade into their name. He's gonna throw one. Minomito Monks Esports, he's gonna get that damage. But Flash, your second grenade is detrimental. Your second grenade is really needed out here, because in Amical Monks and PX Esports, they are right in front of each other from this point onward.
Between PX Esports and INM. This will be 4 versus 1, and Mad Machine goes down first with that shotgun. But PX, 1 player needing that revive and 1 already completely eliminated. All the while, INM, they're up in the running. They still have all 4 members standing. So shots coming in. No one showing up in the kill feed, however. So that's just a bunch of wasted bullets. But in the end, Mad Machine finally sees their end, and that's the first elimination to the side of INM. But is it over? It doesn't seem to be the case. But INM, they're resetting their angles. But all the while, ASI8, they also have their own fray to worry about. Halal Esports from the distance. Nochi trying to get those bullets. Will that result into an elimination? Seems that he's doing some chip damage, but not enough. It's not enough to result into any knocks. But he is in trouble, but he's also getting shot at. Nochi is also getting shot at by members of Halal Esports. And so this is between the 2 of them. This is a long distance fray, long distance shots coming in from both sides. And so who will come up victorious? It seems that it's hard to tell from this time on, because these two squads, they're a little bit far from each other. And so for everyone else, it seems a little bit quiet, but DRS, I can see one player needing that to be five. So will come up victorious between Raw Esports and another squad nearby. That would be A1. And so lots of things happening in the map right now.
There definitely is a lot of things going around, but let's see. Let's find out if CMF is one another team that want to get that aggression done against Team FW Esports. They're closing in. That is a definite, but a Circle is insinuating the next stage might go to the hard north, and if it does, it's going to be a really detrimental one. But where is it going to go? Where is it going to go? It's going to go to the Los Leons, the southeastern corner, the city of the Los Leons is still in the circle, but Faisal, as he was in the air, he gets taken down. Knight comes in for the rescue, takes the player down. It's going to be a confirmation. The gas can burst up as well, and if it does, oh my god, this can lead up to a knock. This can lead up to maybe a single knock, but Knight, oh my god, from Aeon's side, gets a knockdown. A man is there as well with a grenade in the hand. Alpha, a man, the only two guys that are right now alive. And out of that, which one player is also knocked out. Reflex closing in alongside a Star, but here we have it. Here we go. Without a single doubt, they are going to get the final nail in the coffin. Team CMF Esports is going to take the Team FW Esports out of the premises.
Oh man, FW was trying to reset there. One player needing those heals and another needing that 3-5. And CMF, they caught them at the wrong time. So that was the end for them. But it's not the end for the likes of Star. They are a 3-man team so far. And so numbers disadvantage going them against members of ASI8. And so with them, it seems that ST9 throwing in some smokes, trying to get the vision down of another squad nearby. It seems that they have their own fight as well, but so far it seems that Mad Max is the only one down from their squad. And so this is a 3-man squad. ST9 is still a 3-man squad, but for everyone else, it seems that for LOU, their last player standing is still alive. KS only has one player left as well. But for everyone else, they have at least 2 going up to 4. But we can see Raw Esports versus KS. Grenades going in from both sides, but none of them resulting into any knocks. But within this building, Broring takes so much damage, gets knocked by a single bullet, and now it might be the end. It might be a full confirmation. And it seems that KS, my bet, got completely eliminated from that skirmish.
My god, you're gone, and your prediction is gone, but DRS is still alive, A1 is still alive, and on top of that, they have the 4-man standing for their names as well. But DRS, oh no, as soon as I said that, one player gets instantly picked off. That's a knockdown. Sleepy, you need to go fast. You need to come close to the players as soon as possible, because if you don't, that's a 1 knockout, that's a 1 knockdown. And maybe a potential elimination on the DRS side. But Team Star versus CMF, it's happening. Team DRS is also receiving the damage. A1 Esports, I really want to know where their position is, because they're right now outside of the circle, and close to them is going to be the ST9 at this point. A1 Esports is going to throw a grenade. It's going to hit a lot of damage on... right now, ST9's a player, but not enough for the knockout. Not enough for the elimination or the confirmation. But now with the UMP 45 in hand, cannot get the elimination done. Rowdy, he's one of the guy. He's the solo guy that is right now alive for the Team A1 Esports, and they are definitely gone. Namical Monks from the backside, they get the final nail in the coffin. A1 Esports out of the match, out of the premises. Raw Esports closing in to the Team Star, and now AJ, DBS in hand. Can you get that confirmation? Oh my god, if you were just a second late, Team Star, you could have got that AJ knock on yourself. But Shahir says, I don't need that grenade. I just need that DBS. And he gets the final nail in the coffin for another team.
And that is goodbye for Raw Esports. For now, we're down to 10 teams left standing in this Miramar map. And we are now at stage 5 of the circle. But will we reach the later parts of the game? It seems that these teams, they're out for blood already. And they're congregating in this very little area in Los Leones. It seems that INM has found DRS is sleepy. And another member of DRS goes down. And so INM, they have racked up 3 eliminations so far. and they still have all 4 members left standing. They've been the third party several times, and so they're coming out of phrase unscathed with eliminations in their bag as well. So INM, they're doing quite well, standing in the sidelines, getting those final nails in the coffin. ASI, they still have this position in this building, having the high ground. They can just shoot from up here, from the safety of up here, and it's still not over between ASI8 and Halal Esports. And it looks like Halal Esports might be in trouble with Nochi having that grenade in the back, but it doesn't connect to Halal's K or for any other of their players, in fact. And so much grenades being used, so much utilities, but it's not fruitful. It's not going the way that Nochi wants it to go. He's not finding the knocks or the eliminations that he needs. But on the other hand, DRS, how are they doing? Seems that they're not doing in terms of the number of eliminations to their name, and X is already eliminated from the game. And they can get spotted by another team. They will get bombarded by bullets sooner or later.
Yeah, they definitely can get eliminated sooner or later at this point, but the main factors still remain. How the players are going to go forward. DRS taking down the team Halal Esports. That's team eliminated with the 4 eliminations to their name. That's the second elimination that the team DRS is going to have for themselves. And Amical Monks versus the ASI8 is also happening, but ASI8 now receiving the wrath of those grenades from the side of the DRS. Can the team DRS gets another elimination to this side, this time on ASI8? This is the bigger question right now going around, but DRS, no, do not stay in the stairs, because from the outskirts, they're getting shot from the Fallock angle. Fallock is the guy that is staying away from the premises. The player is given that hand of revival, but a single more grenade into that same side can lead up to the demise of Sleepy, and Sleepy finally gets that elimination. ASI8, that's the 5th elimination that they're going to have. Naki closing in, going down, and DRS. I think it's about high time that DRS is also going to be out of this match, out of this premises, and there we go. There we have it. DRS out of the match by the hand of Team ASI8.
And not looking good for DRS. They didn't find that momentum that they needed, that we saw in the previous day, but it's not over for ATR and PX getting sprayed at, and Team Star clinches that team domination from somewhere there in the map. But Axitron Gaming, Steel Shot is the last player standing on their roster, but still that's not gonna stop him from getting that elimination against PX's Flash. And that's 1 more elimination to their team's name, doing really good despite being a 1-man team. But for everyone else, CMF, looking at their eliminations, they have 5 so far, but Sharp X, he needs that revive. And all the while, ASI8 still holding on to this beautiful location that was favored by the Signal time and time again. Getting those sprays at Star. Doesn't find those eliminations, however, but still 6 eliminations so far for ASI8. But Noki gets spotted by LOU from a distance, from a higher angle. And that is a knock on their side, and it's not over for ASI8. Tabby with that grenade trying to bombard them from that location. And still, no one showing up in the kill feed, so they're out of the woods for now. But how long will that stay true?
You have to see how long is that gonna stay true, or whatever the situation is gonna go forward to. But Axtron Gaming, they're another team. Got the finisher on their side. We are down to the top 5, ladies and gentlemen. Team Star is right now alive with 3-man. There goes 1 player from the team ASI8 as grenade ensues them, as a grenade gets them knocked out. But Pinkman, you have a chance of getting that grenade connected on the player. He throws it up. It definitely connects. But Team Star, they're going to lose 2 of their players into the trade-off. Tabby, you need to stay alive. He gets the healing done. He goes forward. The MG3 is not going to do anything, and it's all over. CMF is going to take the Team Star down out of the match. And with this, we're down to the top 4, top 3 from this point onward, as another team, the PX Esports, gets their hand on the elimination. ASI 8. So far, I am seeing this team, ASI 8, with the best possibility of securing that chicken dinner.
Yeah, definitely. And that circle was actually favoring their building time and time again. But that grenade says something else. IQQ gets bombarded and gets knocked. And it's not over. CMF still throwing those grenades in. So far, doing really well with 9 eliminations to their name. And now we're down to 3 teams. 6 players left standing. LOU Ghost is still up and running. They're not a ghost just yet. But with one more bullet, that might be the case. But he gets that healing in the bag. Nochi from a distance. He might have information on Ghost, and if he gets this shot, this will be over for LOU. That bullets are not connecting until now, and that's a knock on the side of Ghost, and that is a complete elimination for Last of Us. Now we're down to 2 teams. This is between ASI8 and CMF. ASI8, only 2 players left standing. However, CMF has 3, but still ASI8. Numbers disadvantage, but they have the high ground. Victor trying to be the victor here, but instead gets knocked instead. And now, this will be the victory for ASI. Congratulations for bagging the second chicken dinner of today.
Beautiful winner chicken dinner to the name. Amazingly done by this team. It is the second match done and dusted. Our first Miramar came to an amazing end, and it was none other than, ladies and gentlemen, none other than, you all know it, we all know it, the name, I called it out. Not the DRS though, not the DRS, but I do believe so. not the DRS.
Not
yeah, that is
not KS.
Yeah, but ASI8 and all the way. I told you, Annie, yesterday, as I picked them up in the second match of yesterday's predictions, they had the potential. They are really strong into the Miramar match, and this is exactly what we were talking about. Not yesterday, but today. They managed to secure their hands into that chicken dinner. Amazingly done by the team ASI8. And on top of that, just look at those elimination. 8 elimination, 18 total points.
18 total points. And Nochi bagging 4 eliminations for their team. IQQ with 1, Falak with 2, and Victor with 1. And I gotta say, this team, ASI8, I saw them. They just held that one building throughout the whole game. And that building was just practically favored by the PUBG M circle. It just kept closing in on their location, and they just kept that location in the bag, trying to shoot at people from a distance. And these, once again, are our top 4 teams. This would be ASI8, of course, bagging that chicken dinner. CMF coming in second with, 10 eliminations to their name. And number 3 would be PX with 8. And of course, number 4 would Star with 5 eliminations. Decent amount of damage coming in from these top 4 teams. At least the 1,000-point mark.
That is the case. The 1,000 points marker is still there, and amazing. All of them, but here we have it, the head-to-head. 4 eliminations on both sides. CMF Knight versus the PX Flash. 668 damage to Knight side. 598 to Flash. 3 assists to Knight. 0 assists to Flash. Last but not the least is the team contribution, with 40% going to the team CMF Knight and 50% of the contribution going to the side of PX Esports. An amazing end.
Yes, that is an amazing end. CMF Knight versus PX's Flash. Of course, these 2 teams, they did really well, especially for CMF. I'm pretty sure they crossed the 10 eliminations mark. So just crazy momentum coming in from their team. But speaking of which, MVP goes to ASI8's none other than Nochi, with 4 eliminations for himself and 731 damage, 5 knocks. Of course, we got 25 minutes and 39 seconds of survivability. And with 50% of the points contributed, and so with 8 eliminations total, he's given 4 eliminations, 50% of their whole team. And so this is a match summary for everyone else involved. Of course, Nochi, he gets the highest eliminations. He also bags the highest damage, however. everyone else on the 600 point mark, but he, however, is the lone one crossing 700. Highest assist going into Reflex from CMF, and two more members from CMF bags the second and third place as well. Highest healings only at 590 by Sharp, CMF Sharp. And of course, highest knocks goes to ASI8's Nochi as well.
Oh, it definitely is the case, but now going to the match standing, we can see some decent numbers on the chart with 18 points for the team AS, then we have 16 points for the team CMF, PX Esports with 12, 8 for the team Star, 6 for the Last of Us, Axtron with 4 alongside of Anamical Monks and DRS Gaming as well. In total, these bottom 3 on the first page, Axtron, Anamical Monks, and DRS is only going to secure 4 points. But then we have Halal on the second page. Then we have OGXSC9 with same points, 4 points to their name. Raw Esports only managed to secure 3 points. A1 Esports with 2, FW Esports with 1, Morons with 1, but Annie KS Venom 0 points.
You really had to point that out while saying, like, calling me out, okay? Thanks a lot, Torix. But just taking a look at the overall rankings, however, a while ago, DRS is still number 1, but they only walk away with 4 points for this match. And Raw Esports, I believe, was number 2. They only walk away with 3. And of course, KS with that bag, the 3rd rank, does not walk away with any points for this match. So not looking good for the top 3, but still they got a lot of points. And hopefully they don't get knocked off from their rankings soon enough. So these are the match stats. Of course, 55 eliminations, 65 knocks, longest elims of 345, total healings of a lot actually. That's 9,068. And of course, this is the overall rankings. It seems that Last of Us has overtaken KS Venom Legends by 4 points. And KS is now tied with CMF 110 points. And of course, DRS Gaming, actually, they're still doing quite well. They still have a lot of points in between the number 1 and number 2 rank. Raw Esports coming in second, however, with 131 points. Doing quite well with their consistency in keeping their spot in the top number 2. But for everyone else, they really gotta catch up. But for the likes of, say, number 9, number 10, 99, 98, they can still catch up eventually to maybe at least top 5, because that's an 11-point difference. But they will have to secure probably a chicken dinner and maybe 5 eliminations or more in the coming matches. And so hopefully we can see better performances from those teams, especially those that are quite low in the ranking.
Yeah, that might just be the case, but Annie, this was the match number 2. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen, this was the match number 2. That was the Miramar match. We still have one more Erangel, one more Miramar, and then one more Sanhok as well. But before we head over there, we head over to the next matches. We have to head over to a short break. Do not leave the premises. We'll be right back.
Lock it in your vision. Straight up, man, that's gotta make a decision. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. So straight up madness, you know how we roll. Straight up madness, you know how we roll. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Straight up madness, you know how we roll.
Once again, we are back to CMF Community Series South Asia. This is the grand finals. This is day number 4. We just witnessed match number 2 for tonight out of 5, and we will be going on to match number 3. Once again, we are your casters. My name is Annie, and tonight with me would be Torix. What's up, Torix?
Thank you, Annie, once again for the welcome. And yes, it's about high time for the match number 3, the second Erangel to start. And you already know the second Erangel brings a lot of destruction for the players. But going for the prediction, I do believe so this time, A1 Esports is going to do something for me. But I'm going to ask you, and we'll head to the prediction on our production side as well.
Who does well in Erangel? I think I want to bet on DRS this time. They don't have that momentum,
Very
but
nice.
still, I want to bet on. Oh, okay. Production team says as well. We'll just have to wait and see. This is 2 against 1 against you, to be exact.
Yeah, it's everybody against me right now at this point, but nonetheless, we do have to see which will be that team that gets the winner chicken dinner for themselves at the end of today's matches. Is it going to be DRS? Is it going to be A1 Esports? Or is it going to be a different team? Because ASIA also has their momentum set up, and the way that they have played in the previous match, I do believe they also has the potential to take this one for themselves as well. But yeah, it's Erangel. It's once again the same side where everybody's going to have an equal chance, equal opportunity for themselves to get those points connected, secured. And at the same time, those rotational clashes, it's going to depend so much on the rotational clashes this time that wherever the circle is going to be formed, the teams, their instant mindset will be like where we want.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this Erangel map right now. Coming in maybe in a few seconds, but still, this is a lot to expect from Erangel. Of course, we have quite a huge map, but not as slow perhaps as Miramar. Not as much rotations and needing those vehicles as Miramar, but
True.
still, this is Erangel. And so we're coming in with the flight path. Hopefully this would be a very bad flight path. The one that's so short that you only have like maybe 3 places to go. But it looks like I can see Giorgio Pool from the western side. So this has got to be like a bias to the north, right? Please.
No.
Oh, no.
No. It's everywhere. You can go everywhere but the military base island, but the position where the team ASI8 goes, where a different team to the Novorokonoi goes, and something needs to be done by those guys. They either going to change their positioning, they're either going to change their drop location, or they're going to find some cars, find some vehicles. The C9 dropping in to the southern angles. We see FW Esports going to the hospital angles. Then MME is there for the water town. In fact, not the water town, but the Pochinki. Okay, I can see 2 teams going towards the Pochinki side, and this can ensue as an early stage engagement. Please, come on. We need to see those early engagements.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I definitely agree with you there. I want to see some early game violence, but here MME, you know, I see a pattern with MME. They always get those early game engagements. Even until now, in the previous game, they did that. In the previous day, they also have early game engagements. Is that Halal Esports again? It's
Yes,
always
exactly.
the two of them. Do they agree like, oh, let's drop in the same area and kill each other so early on? And it seems that we might be seeing our first knocks, but that those bullets won't be connecting for now. But auto aim very quite low on health for this early on in the game. Already half, and we don't even know if he's found any healing items so far. But on the other
Oh.
side of the map, it seems that ATR and ASI also have an early in game engagements. And so, two parts of the map, something happening, something exciting happening at far 90 degrees. Needs that revive, but steel shot secured already the first blood of the game. So very exciting, and hopefully this kind of momentum will go on for the rest of this Erangel map later on.
I want to see this kind of an aggression and this kind of a momentum going on in the full match of Erangel throughout. We see one fight at Pachinki. We see one fight at the Ferry Piers because the ASI-8 was not able to go to the military base island. They are going to go here, the place that's the next place closest to the military base island, and that is the Ferry Piers. They're at the beach side. They're closing in onto their players, but they have lost. They have lost to one of their momentumous player. That is IQ with the big IQ. He is gone. Victor. There is Victor. ATR Axtron Gaming, on the other hand, the first elimination that they secured for themselves. This is definitely going to put a confidence into their name after the confirmation. They even know that, yeah, this is the team ASI8 and we are below them. We are below them. So this is the right time to get them eliminated early on, secure some points for ourselves, and maybe beat them up, get them down onto the overall ranking from the number 7 all the way maybe to number 8 or number 9.
Yes, that's the plan, and I hope that plan comes true between ASI8 and Axitron, because inside this building, potentially we can see some more eliminations to come. Because so far, ATR and ASI8, they're still waiting for the right moment to strike. But how long will they wait each other out? That's the question. And that will be answered later on. We can hear some bullets coming in,
Beautiful.
and 90 degrees gets knocked down on the side of ATR. And with
Oh
that
my
grenade,
God.
another goes down. Electro goes down from that grenade point back. Nochi
Everyone.
also goes down on their side. One after the other. Nochi secures 2 eliminations within a few seconds, and it's not over just yet. Nochi trying to get those shots at Steel Shot, but Victor pushes into the building, trying to get those eliminations in the back. Steel Shot is in a bit of trouble. They have the numbers disadvantage. He's all alone in this building, and Nochi coming in from afar, getting those shots in from afar, and of course Victor pushing in into the building himself. But Farak finds 90
Beautiful.
degrees on the stairs, and that was the complete elimination of Axitron Gaming.
Axtron, you started that fight headstrong, but what happened after that first initial elimination? You lost all of your players throughout the game, but a grenade coming into that team MME, Mad Morons Esports versus Halal Esports. That was happening, hey, on top of the building. Extreme, you move, you show your face, you're getting connection on the headshot at that point. Bachari ASL not making any kind of move, same as Extreme. Baby's also trying to stay alive in a safer side area. Extreme is waiting for the players to actually push towards him, and that's when he's going to use that Uzi. But there we go. A single grenade is going to take one of the players of the team Halal Esports down. Extreme, now this is your chance. Go confirm that elimination before anything can happen. Ehe is throwing the grenade, in which case Baby is going to pick him up. That's another one down for the team Halal Esports. By in a single split second, in a single minute, they had 4 players, and now they're down to the last 2, and the last 2, they're even struggling to keep that up as well.
Yeah, they gotta keep that up if they want that momentum in the bag. But so far, between Halal and MME, still going at it since the early part of the game, and so far, MME still has all 4 players left standing on their side. But can we say the same thing for Halal? It seems that Halal, they're in trouble, but Chari's in more trouble. However, gets shot at and needs that revive, gets knocked down. But MME, it's not over for them just yet. Storming into this building would be Extreme, but Baby gets that shot on XOXOX, and that is a knock on their side as well. So 1-for-1 knock between MME and Halal Esports. only have one player left standing on their side, but still, he's not going down without a fight. Baby, very low on health, but doesn't get knocked. However, auto aim is in trouble. That grenade going in, but it won't be hitting him just yet. Extreme. He'll be trying to push in. Still, one last member, one last person left, but with XOXOX getting fully eliminated, there's only one player left on the side of Halal Esports. Will MME get that confirmation? It's something that I'm really looking forward to. And of course, okay, we're going into ST9 as well. The third party, actually. ST9.
Annie.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The way that the fight actually ensued and like came to almost an abrupt stop because of the third party, it's actually dangerous right now how these players are gonna like put themselves back together, take those aggressions from this point onward. Because so far, there's just the one single team fully confirmation within the 7 minutes marker, within the 8 minutes marker. And after that, we are still having those 14 teams alive, 52 players into the match. Halal Esports down to the very last player. The single wrong move, even just a single wrong move is going to be enough for the player to get that confirmation done on him. MME with the 3 eliminations so far. They also have to keep an eye on for the team SG9 into the proximity of the area. Halal Esports, the solo guy, he's cooking the grenade in his hand. Can he throw it up? Can he get a connection? That's the bigger question, but he has given out his location undoubtedly. And yeah, this is one thing that shouldn't have been done.
Definitely something that should be done, but for the side of all these other teams, it seems that A1 needs one player to be revived. For everyone else they will have to rotate into an area, but INM very low on health. One of their members very low on health, but INM, they find one elimination from the skirmish. Will they find a second? Grenades being bombarded for both sides. Dante gets knocked by that grenade. Needs that revive, but all the while A1, are they doing that well as well? Dante gets completely eliminated from the picture, and 6ix9ine might be next. Needs that revive, but A1, they don't find a confirmation that they need. A1 inside this building, getting bombarded by grenades, getting those damage in. But so far, nothing on the kill feed. So between these two teams who will come up victorious, because so far, just a bunch of chip damage here and there from both sides. But Death Storm, will he give the Death Storm that he needs? Throws the grenade while CJ Boy is about to peek, but in the end, it's Death Storm that is hanging on by a thread. Very low in HP, but he survives so far. He survives to see another day and heal themselves up. And so for everyone else involved, very low on health, and so this is quiet. You can only hear footsteps, but those grenades are popping in here and out. A1 versus INM. Death Storm, very wrong step over there, and that is the complete elimination of A1 Esports from this map.
Yeah, that's the team A1 Esports completely going out of the premises, but DRS taking the fight against the team KS Venom. That's two down of the KS Venoms at this point. Dehan is there as one of the solo players, one of the few players alive from the team KS Venom side, trying to take down Killer YT. Does a lot of damage, but not enough to get the player on his knees. DRS is X closing in with his team members. There is Mehraz getting the survival done by the hand of Dehan. Sanhok is also trying to get those shots. BBS connected, but no connectivity. It is actually him getting that lot of damage. With the grenade, it's going to be a confirmation for the Sky and Team KS Venom as they were getting back onto their feet. They are once again going to receive that wrath of those grenades, the wrath of the Team DRS. And Mehraz is getting down. It's going to get a confirmation. Dehan is the only guy that is right now once again alive as a solo player into the proximity of the front side house. The grenades are going on. The grenades are going in. He has an 1897. If anyone goes over there, it is maybe a chance for this guy to get that shot connected. He's going to finish the kill up as soon as possible after that.
Yeah, definitely. Gotta get those eliminations in the bag, but DRS, wow. That momentum from going from their side, and KS gets completely eliminated with 0 eliminations for this match. But MME, it's not over for them. They're getting third parties, fourth parties, fifth parties, basically getting bombarded, but still Chari gets that final shot at ST9, and that is a team domination inside of Mad Morons. And so far, baby is the only one that needs some reviving from that engagement. They just need a tiny bit of reset, and then they can go ahead and deal with this practically 6th or 7th party coming in to this area. But D9 is in trouble, gets hit by that grenade, but it's not enough to kill him off just yet. But for everyone else involved, MME versus FW versus ST9, who will come out victorious from these 3 squads, who will come up with more eliminations to their name. MME, so far, they got good momentum, and FW's D9 gets one shot and gets that elimination on Insta. But up the stairs, do we still have one more member of MME lurking about? Potentially, it could be a 1 versus 1, but for now, for everyone else involved, trying to get some damage and trying to get some information. So, with one player down from FW, but that is a trade as well, getting that elimination in the back. Wow, that is 6 eliminations to the side of MME, and it's not over for them just yet. They're racking up elimination after elimination, but in the end, they lose 2 players on their side.
Yeah, they lose 2 players on this side from this point onward, and it is down to the last man standing. FW Dehan, the solo guy. D9, in fact, the solo guy. He's closing in. MME's in the front side as well. They're also kind of scared at this point that if they are the one getting that shot with the S12K, it can be detrimental for them too. So whether you're going forward, you're staying here, you have to be of the uttermost importance in the care section, and FW Esports will be that team that will get the elimination confirmed onto their side. 2 elimination to their name, and it's all over for them. Extreme is the final guy from the team Mad Morons Esports, but we have a circle coming up. We have a circle stage coming up, ladies and gentlemen. The circle is definitely going to go maybe to the military base island. Please go to the military base island. I really hope to see that right now, leaving everybody into the proximity of, yeah, we gotta rush in, we gotta go in as soon as possible. Where has the circle formed? Where has the circle taken a shift? This is what I wanted to know, but no, it has actually gone to the northern side, the main island side, where 90% of the team, Annie, is situated at right now.
Yes, and that is definitely the case, but INM being outside the circle, the only one who's not out of the woods. Actually, never mind. It's not actually the case. ST9 and MME are getting eaten up by that circle, and that Molotov is just burning the house down. But on the ground floor, ST9 is trying to push in. MME is extreme. He doesn't have a lot of vision to go about, so that's a little bit detrimental. 1 versus 1. Extreme goes down, and that is the complete elimination for Mad Morons Esports. But still, they walk away with 9 eliminations to their name. But it's not over just yet. PX Esports Mad Machine being a mad machine himself, but those shots won't be causing any knocks, won't be causing any eliminations just yet. So far, they got 0 to their name. So they gotta step up and do something. But for the likes of the other squads, CMF, they need to revive one of those players. And Raw Esports, still 0 eliminations. They don't have that momentum just yet, but hopefully that will change really soon once the circle goes in and brings everyone together.
Yeah, we do have to see how the circle is gonna affect this kind of a scenario for everybody at this point. The teams, the positioning, and all those momentums that have been generated by the teams. So far, it is total of 9 teams that are alive, that are remaining into the game, into the match. And staying like this, moving like this, it can put you in a really pickled spot, whereas it also can give you a really good momentum if you keep going with that aggressive stance. But DRS, so far that I can see, they have those 4 eliminations. They are 4 men standing, and the only other team that has those 4 eliminations with slightly on the casualty side is the team ASI8 and Inamical Monks.
Yeah, that's definitely the case right now. It looks like we still have 9 teams left standing and 33 players as well. Still alive and kicking in this map. DRS Gaming doing quite well. Already 4 eliminations to their name. So for everyone else involved, actually, a lot of these squads, actually all of these squads has at least 3 players. But over here, CJ Bor finds their own 1 versus 1 long distance shots coming in. But will they get the elimination that they need? CJ Board just needs a little bit reset. DRS Sleepy, however, finds a knock on Bassett from Star, and he only needs that elimination. He only needs to confirm that kill, but he won't be finding that just yet. He needs that healing as well. So he's also getting shot at. He's not out of the woods. He's taking some damage, but he won't be eliminated. He won't be knocked for now. But Shahir over here. Shahir. But look at the kill feed. PX, they swoop in and steal the kill of DRS, getting Bassett to their elimination. Well, that's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. PX secures their first elimination. They'll probably secure their second and third if they play the cards right later on. Looking at the circle right now, actually, lots of these teams are gonna be rotating into the area. Yeah, definitely.
I agree, Annie, and so sorry for throwing it up to you, but here we go. Last of Us, Chodu closing in, getting that shot, final lane, the coffin, ST9, OGX ST9. They are done and dusted. 2 eliminations to their name, and they were completely wiped out. Team LOU. Now with that, Last of Us, they managed to secure those 3 eliminations without a single casualties to their side. This is a good momentum that the team has generated for themselves. A total 8 teams are remaining. Team Star receiving the damage, but oh my god, Flash, all those shots, and you still couldn't get that knockout done on the Tabbies, but Tabby finally gets that knockout by the hand of Mad Machine. Mad Machine, there is no way in any of the Team Star can approach that situation, get that revival done upon on the players, because if that's the case, oh my god, we are in for a surprise.
Yeah, and hopefully those surprises will come in real soon because 8 more teams left, 29 players standing, and I'm hoping to see lots of violence coming in. DRS getting those sprays on against Team PX. So, grenade in hand, will they find the damage that they need to get those eliminations? And so far, where is he throwing that thing? Anyways, but still, PX, there's still 4-man team. DRS, that goes to stay with them as well. Killer YT thought there's someone there, but he goes take that shot anyway, just in case. But PX, Mad Machine, he is a mad machine so far, trying to get those shots in, but so far they can't find the kills that they need. And look at DRS, look at DRS, they're pushing in, throwing that Molotov, and Osman goes down from all that damage. And XMPL, he's looking in, trying to get those eliminations in the bag, but so far they only find Osman. And of course, DRS secures their 5th elimination in the game. They'll probably find their next elimination as well if they find the other members of PX nearby. But over here, with their part of the map, in the edge of the circle, that would be Last of Us Esports coming in. 3 eliminations already, looking for their 4th, throwing in those grenades. ASI8 nearby, Nochi needing just that confirmation before he sees the end of his life in this map. But Ghost gets those shots in, gets that confirmation on actually it got stolen by Star. Unfortunately, that once again they lose that elimination point to another squad. And it looks like it's not doing quite well. Look at this circle. It's closing in on a very open area. Lots of open fields coming in.
Oh my god, this is a fully opened area. Team Star, they're in the circle, but there we go. ASI8 getting that final nail in the coffin on their side. A beautiful elimination that they had, but they got eliminated with 5 eliminations on the hashtag number 8. There is Raw taking the fight against the Team CMF Esports at this time. Sharp gets a knockout, he gets a confirmation, and within a second, with those grenades, with those throwables, Team CMF got that confirmation for themselves. That is all done and dusted for them. A grenade goes over from LOU side. It hits the Team Star. Team Star loses another one of their player, but the main question still remains how Pinkman is going to survive from this point onward, because he's getting shots. LOU Ghost is going to put the nail in the coffin, and Pinkman goes out as well. DRS closing in. and they are still alive with 6 eliminations, 4-man standing. This is going way too good right now.
Yeah, and I can hear all those shots, all those explosions definitely going out.
Oh, no.
XMPL doesn't get that reaction time that he needs. Gets shot at by PX, and that's complete elimination on their side. But Mad Machine, however, goes down, gets knocked. So 2 more players still up and healthy on the side of PX. However, Raw Esports doing quite well, finally crossing the 5-point elimination mark, and we are down to the top 5 teams, and it's messy inside their circle. Last of Us gets some shots in on PX, but it won't result into an elimination just yet. DRS, 6 points, 6 eliminations to their name, but they lost XMPL from that one wrong move from their side. But still, they're still in the game. They're still in the game, and they're hunting down more eliminations. Is this the momentum that they need? Did they finally get the momentum that they need? Killer YT hovering over that grenade, but he won't be throwing that just yet. Not gonna be giving away his location just yet. But that goes the same for everyone else so far. Trigger discipline from all sides. So with that, we start the fight. PX gets bombarded. Killer Whitey doesn't find the damage that he needs, but still, bullets going in, just here and there, but no damage, no chip damage. And with that grenade, still not fruitful. And so between these 5 teams, we're just waiting. Everyone involved is just waiting for someone to go down.
Oh my god, this is going to take a long time, but DRS, no! Killer YT! You were not supposed to get eliminated right there. PX Esports, the way that they had the momentum, the position for themselves, they took you by surprise. They definitely took you guys by surprise. But now, an Amicable Monks versus the team Last of Us is also getting on those engagement side, is also getting those fights considered for them. But oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh.
Ratata, there is no way that you can survive. You took too much time trying to get on top of that crate. And that was their demise at that time. But Raw Esports throwing the grenade. Sleepy's gonna get taken down. Oh no, oh no. Last guy. X is the only hope, and he's over. It is over. DRS out of the match as well on the hashtag number 5 that they go. But PX Flash in the close vicinity. He's still ready with DS12K to take that action for his name. Get those eliminations on the player. Gets 1, gets 2. Oh my god, you beast! As a solo player, not only you took down one of the Team DRS's player, but also the 2 players that actually from the Raw side as well. Raw Esports got that 8 elimination, but got eliminated as well.
Oh, and speaking of which, do we see a potential elimination in this area? LOU and PX in one area. Oh wow, shots coming in from a distance, but Crypto 1 versus 1, but Crypto goes down from that. Choto, however, coming in from back, disengages, and he's like, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. INMS Naruto gets eaten up by the circle. That was anticlimactic, but in the end, Last of Us bags that winner chicken dinner from that very strange ending for this Erangel map.
Yeah, that was a really amazing chicken dinner from the LOU side. The way that they managed to secure each and every single one of those eliminations, the survivability, the 4-man alive, being the 4-man alive that they were. That was one of the few factors that led to their chicken dinner. We can see Crypto, we can see Ghost, we can see Blade as the pictures, and they are ready to get that chicken for themselves. There is also Chotu in the midst of all of the players, but Blade has 4, Crypto has 2, Ghost has 1 elimination, and last but not the least, it is Choto with the 1 elimination as well. In total, 8 elimination. That was managed by the team in fact, LOU this time around.
Yeah, LOU did a really great job in this map so far. So, actually forgot who I bet on, but I know I didn't win. I don't think any of us won this prediction, but yeah, it is what it is. Congratulations to LOU for bagging this chicken dinner. Really great performance with 8 eliminations. And the same goes to Raw as well with 8 eliminations. And INM coming in 3rd with 4. And PX having 5 eliminations to their name. So great job for everyone involved. Lots of good damage coming in from all of these teams. LOU having 1.6k damage and Raw with the same number of eliminations, 1.4k. And so, this is the player head-to-head, Supreme from Raw versus PX's Flash, ZZZ. And so, 4 eliminations from the side of Supreme, 3 for Flash. And look at that damage, just maybe 30 or so damage difference between the two. 0 assists and team contributions, 50% for the side of Supreme and 60% for Flash.
Yeah, that is a decent number. That definitely is the decent number. But we have our MVP. That is from the DRS side. Sleepy it is. That's going to be the MVP of the match. A beautiful end that this guy has managed to secure for the team at this point. But now, it is 42% contribution, 3 eliminations, 611 damage that this guy managed to secure with 4 knockouts in the midst of that and 21 minutes of survival time. Going to the match summary, it is the highest elimination. That is Supreme Raw, MME Extreme, Lou Blade. There's the OR DRS is Sleepy. Then we have the highest damage with Sleepy on top. Then we have Chari ASL, Naki's there. There's the Killer YT from the DRS side as well. Again, into the highest damage chart. Going to the highest assist, it goes to the LOU Chotu. Then we have Roar IG. Then we have AJ from Raw. And last but not the least, Killer YT. Killer is everywhere. I can see him at the highest damage. I can see him at the highest assist. But going to the standings, it is LOU, the last of us, that were surviving as their last player, 18 points. Then we have Raw, 12 points. Dynamical Monks, PX Esports, and DRS Gaming, all 3 of them securing 10 points for themselves.
Yeah, and for everyone else, they haven't crossed the double digits for this match, but still a decent amount of points put for these top 5 teams, especially DRS Gaming finally getting 10 points from this match. And of course, for everyone else, KS Venom, Halal Esports, they walk away with nothing. But for Axitron Gaming, A1, and CMF, at least they managed to secure 1 point. And ST9 and FW, they have 2 points. And so, for those who want to really boost their way up the rankings, they gotta do something. They gotta do something just like DRS did. Finally bagging 10 points in this match. And so, they put a lot of distance between themselves and the second ranking squad. This is the match stats. Of course, we have 54 eliminations, 57 knocks, 360 longest eliminations. Only 4,251 total helix for this match. Grenade of 12, 0, unfortunately, vehicle eliminations, 31 assists, and 3 airdrops. The vehicle eliminations being 0, I actually just noticed that a lot of these fights, a lot of these gunfights are actually within buildings, and so not a lot of open fields to go about. So that was just an interesting observation.
Yeah, that was a really interesting observation, but nonetheless, going to the overall ranking, we see DRS on the number 1 position still. 162 points, 143 for the Team Raw, now 19 points away from the premises of the number 1 that they are. LOU, after this chicken, they also managed to secure the top 3, 132. PX Esports, 119, 111 for ASI8 and CMF, 110 for the KS1M Legend, Dynamical Monks with 109, 106 for the A1, Exotron Gaming, 99. MORONS with 88, OGXSC9 with 69, 68 for the Team Star, T2K with 62, 48 for Halal, and last but not the least, it is FWE Sports with just the 20 points to their name. This was the match in number 3, ladies and gentlemen. This was the match number 3. That is the second Erangel, the final Erangel of the second last day that we are going to witness. Now, there's only one Sanhok match left after this. Then we are going to end our day with the Miramar. But before we head over there, I think it's also a time for a short break. Do not leave the premises, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back after the short break.
Straight up, man, that's gotta make a decision. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Straight focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Madness, you know how we roll.
We are once again back for day 4 of the grand finals for CMF Community Series South Asia. Once again, we just witnessed match number 3, another Erangel rather, and we will be witnessing match number 4 very soon. For now, once again, we are your casters for tonight. My name is Annie, and tonight would be Torix. Torix, what's up?
Thank you so much, Annie, once again for the wonderful welcome. And yes, we are about to go into the Sanhok match. But remember this, that Sanhok is one of the match that is the most, fastest, most deadliest match of them all. And I do have to ask your prediction first this time around, because I've been given my prediction first. And I think it's about time I let you take the first pick.
I never got these right. And so, this is Sanhok, however. So I will be betting on ASI8 for now.
Wise choice. They were really close to the chicken dinner in this match, and what's stopping them on getting that chicken dinner into the Sanhok at the very least? But yeah, for me, I'm gonna go with the counterpart. I am gonna go with the XASI8. That is right now the LOU, the last of us from this point onward. There is Crypto, there is Blade, there is Ghost in it. The Last of Us is going to be my choice. But yeah, I want to ask from the prediction side as well on which team they are going to pick, which team they are going to choose, because there's 2 Pakistani teams now, and in the midst of that, which team will they choose?
Production team, come on, don't keep us waiting. I wonder if they're having a hard time picking as well.
They're teasing, they're letting the time pass, they're making sure that we think of every other team, and then they're gonna pick. But PX Esports, okay, I see where you guys are going. PX Esports are really decent choice as well. But yes, ASI8, LOU, and PX Esports. Remember, Annie, the score is 0, 1, and 2. I have the highest still.
Please, there's no prize pool for the right predictions. Is there? Is there a prize pool for the rest? Of course not. So this is all bragging rights. And unfortunately, I have nothing to brag about. It's been day 4. It's been 4 days, and I have 0 correct predictions. I'm just so bad at this. Although, I've been betting on really good teams, it's just that they win on the different match that I bet on. And so, you know what? Whatever. I really hope for the best for ASI8, and of course for the other bets, LOU and PX also. These are all 3 really good teams. You've seen their performances. They did really well. But so far, we'll just have to wait and see. This is our first and only Sanhok map, and so I'm really hoping for something really interesting to happen later on.
Let's go, I'd say, into the Sanhok match. The plane is about to take that flight for itself in 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. In 20 seconds, we are going to see our Sanhok match unfold. And oh my god, Annie, I am getting so excited with the Sanhok match because, every team, they have nothing to lose at this point. They have everything else to gain. And if they want to, if they would like to, they can easily go for those early aggressions. Sanhok is one of the name of the early aggressions. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Sanhok match has taken its flight. A plane line going somewhere from Hatin all the way to the Nakam. But it's Sanhok. You can still access those areas that are still farther away from the play zone as well, the plane line as well.
Yeah, and hopefully still this flight path would make some kind of a difference. I hope everyone just lands on, say, Paradise Resort and let's all have a standoff over here. Let's get this over with. Let's end this Sanhok map within 5 minutes. But obviously that's not gonna happen because everyone's just dropping off in different places. Some in the north, some in the south, some mostly actually on the eastern side of this map. Only about MME and PX are landing on the western side of this fight path. And already I can hear it. I can hear my favorite sound from this game, the sound of gunshots. Raw Esports has their first engagement of the day, of this map rather, and it seems that they're not doing quite well. They already have 2 players on the red needing that revive against Halal Esports once again. Come on, Halal Esports just have so much luck on finding early game engagements, but Supreme finds his first kill, finds the first elimination for his squad. So going down next would be Emmy's Gangsta by the hands of ASI8, no less. Baby getting knocked down as well somewhere out there, but Pro Rig and Baby will find their demise. And Pro Rig over here finally getting those shots in by Ahe, and that is 1 elimination on the side of Halal. On the other hand, Auto in, believe we got eliminated, and we have gunshots outside of this building. Ahe gets away with a bit of their lives, but in the end, he also gets knocked down as well. So lots of knocks on both sides, trades after trades. Bullets is shooting and connecting, but in the end, Raw Esports exits from this map with 2 eliminations to their name.
Raw Esports going way too early out of the match, right as they were dropping. 14 players, 14 teams, in fact, are right now remaining alive. 51 players into the match. ASI8 close to the side of the team MME Esports, Mad Morons, Extreme. There are only 2 players. That's another hard-hitting factor for the team, but ASI8, Naki came in with a clutch, getting Extreme down. It's a confirmation. And down to the last player, MME, is they have nowhere else to go. They just need to get out of this premises safe and sound. That's the only achievement that they need so far.
Yes, they need a lot more team. Let's go! The PX over here! Come on, production team, what's up? CMF swoops in, gets 1 elimination from that skirmish to make that 2, but Reflex is down. He needs that revive. Sharp X needs healing as well. All the while, ASI8 already bagging 3 eliminations to their name. Will they find a 4th? Will they find a 4th on MME? It seems that MME still at a distance. Victor trying to get some information, trying to get some peeks in, but we can hear every now and then some bullets coming in, but we don't see any damage from either side of the team. Chari all alone in this area. Presumably, those 3 eliminations were his squad mates, and so the last man standing needs to stay alive for the good of his team. But Victor won't let him get away just yet. Victor trying to push in carefully, however, picking up resources here and there, but all the while, everyone else, ST9, 3 vehicles for their team. What is up with them? This is Sanhok. You don't need it, but still, it will help. It'll help. We can hear some bullets coming in. None of them connecting, however. None of them seeing any eliminations or knocks on their side, but Halal Esports within this building. They got shot at. K getting knocked. Will they get that elimination that they need? The rest of the members first. Get their priorities straight. ST9 coming in, pushing into this room. 1 versus 1. 1 versus 1. Who will come out alive? XCOG got this, but in the end gets knocked as well. But there are other members of ST9 coming in. Knife out! Knife out! Knife out! And that's Mexi OG finally finding his end. But in the end, with K getting gunned down and XOXOX as well, that is the end for Halal Esports, the second team to get eliminated in this map. Hello? I can't quite hear you there, Torix. Are you speaking? Are you speaking to me? Because a lot of these teams are outside of the circle, and so I'm a little bit worried for them here. Yeah, definitely a little bit worried for your mic as well, because I can see you speaking, but I can also see a lot of these teams are outside of this circle. But there are some teams that they don't need to worry about rotating into the area just yet. So for the likes of DRS and ATR, they're still near the safe zone. But for everyone else, they'll have to walk by sooner or later for everyone else involved, look at the leaderboards. MME, Raw, and Halal are already out of the running, but for everyone else, they still have a lot of players
Mm-hmm.
standing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do have a lot of players standing right now, but I am looking at some of the teams like DRS, Four Man Alive, and how the players like Halal Esports, MME, and Raw Esports, how did they got that elimination so much early on into the stage? That's mind-boggling. They were dropping down on towards the players, and in a single split second, they were like, "Yeah, we're done. We are confirmed." Done and dusted from that point onward. Things are not looking good for them because Halal Esports is already on the number 14, MME's on the 13th, and Raw was on the number. No, they're not. They got eliminated at that
Definitely not.
point. Okay, they got eliminated at that point, but they are at the number 2, number somewhere into the 11, and somewhere into the 14, respectively.
Yeah, and those it's over for those three teams. But for everyone else, Star Shahir very low on health, but doesn't stop him from trying to connect those bullets. But he finds some time to get those healing in the back. But FW, he goes behind this boulder, tries to get in, but he doesn't get the shots that he needs. Alpha is very low in health, and finally gets knocked by Shahir, but Shahir is also getting shot at. Gets knocked himself. Dabby gets the shots in. Try to eliminate those from FW, and he finds that elimination on A-Man, but still Star not looking very good for them. Already lost 2 members, 1 on the red, 1 needing that revive. Tabby, the last healthy person standing on their team. He's got to do something. He's got to do something to save Shahir. Shahir's very low on health, and they're getting eaten up by that circle, but still, Alpha is also up for the taking. But smoke's up. Will he get
Oh,
there in
no.
time? Will he get to Shahir in time? That is the question, but seems that is the case.
Oh,
But in the end,
no.
Dabby gets shot at by another
Come
member of
on.
FW, and that is the end for Team Star by the hands of FW.
Oh my god. That was way too cinematic. The player actually got that hand on the players on the revival, and instantly there were shots connecting on him, and it was all over before we even realized that. But now, from this point onward, if you're talking about the fact of the teams like Inamical Monks, there's the team SC9, there's the team PX Esports. They're kind of close to the centralized position of the circle. CMF, KS Venom, they're also moving towards the premises, and this is putting up a lot of effort that the players are going to put up a good fight, a decent fight. But the position is the detrimental one, because if anyone is on top of this mountain, Annie, where KS Venom is, they can see everybody from that point onward.
Yeah, with this position right here, they could get clear shots of everyone. And A1 walks in the area, gets knocked down. Very bad position to be in. That Storm gets knocked as well. 3 people down on the side of A1 with the lone member Navid standing. What can you do? 4 versus 1. And the potential third party coming in with CMF. Swooping in, trying to clean up the mess, trying to get those eliminations in the bag. But 1 versus 1, Navid versus a member of CMF coming in. A1 and CMF as well. Are they distracted by each other? There could be a chance. A1's Navid could swoop in, try to steal those eliminations for his team. Throws in that
Come
grenade.
on.
Will he find the damage that he needs? He doesn't get. He gets a knock. No, rather that's another part of the map getting a knock. But CMF versus A1 all the while. Navid over here, he gets that opportunity to revive one of his players to revive, and that would mean that this might be a 2-man team for A1 for now, but for everyone else involved,
Oh,
CMF 4 eliminations,
come
throwing in
on.
those grenades. That
Come
won't
on.
result into any knocks or eliminations until
Come
now.
on.
Navid goes down, and Navid goes down, and that is the domination from some other part of the map. That's SD9. Sharp getting shot at by A1. This is one between the two. Very low
no.
on health is A1, but in the end, it's Sharp X that goes down first. And of course,
Melody.
Faisal comes to the rescue. Gets that revenge kill. A very slither of health. That is the end of A1. I believe that was the end of A1 for now.
That was the end of A1, but Rowdy, what have you done? You took down the player of the team CMF, got him knocked out, got him finished off with that 0 HP, and after that, even another knockdown that you managed to secure for yourself. It was a very amazing. But last of us, Team DRS, now our top contenders, are still alive. There is the Team PX Esports as a duo, trying to get into the premises as well, but KS Venom is on our screen right now on the top of the mountain, a really decent position, and the position that I was talking about, Annie. They stay here, they are definitely going to secure more elimination points because CMF is right below them, Remember this, this circle, this mountain, if the circle stays around this perimeter, this is the best position that you are going to secure for your team.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you. This position is amazing. And so far, LOU in the premises of SC9, Crypto trying to get those crosshairs to kind of find any kind of information, any kind of movement for that part, trying to get those knocks, trying to get those eliminations. But taking a look at CMF over here, they lost 2 players on their side, but they're doing well in terms of numbers. 6 eliminations to their name, but this location, I don't dig it so far, but they can't go up because there's a squad over there. In fact, KS is over there at the elevation having the high ground, so they have to wait for the right moment to strike, try to get those eliminations in the bag, try to up those 6 points all the way to 7, perhaps 8, and maybe even cross 10. But for now, 27 players left in the running, 9 teams left in this very small map of Sanhok. Hopefully these things this game will go by a little bit faster so we can see who can finally win this match.
Well, we do have to wait it out a little more bit for that, but yes, when they're not moving away from this premises, CMF Esports, they're also not going to move away from the premises as well because they know they have a decent position, they have a decent location, so they don't need to do anything from that point onward. ASI8, on the other hand, they're right below that mountain. They are right and below the mountain where the compounds are, and they're trying to secure their position over there, not knowing that there is not just one, but 2 different teams are right above them. ATR as a trio, Team OG, XC9 is also a duo player surviving. FW is still alive. Wait a second. I thought the bottom line teams were completely wiped out, but no, that's not the case. Team FW is still into the premises, into the match. KS Venom is there as well. ASI8 with the trio, CMF with the duo, PX Esports with the duo as well. LOU and DRS is one of the few teams on the top sides on the first 2 to 3 positions that are still having that 4-man squad with some eliminations to their name.
And hopefully we can see some more eliminations later on. And so looking at FW, they did really well. They won against another squad and they managed to bag 4 eliminations for this match. But over here, DRS's Gaming, they haven't found the momentum that they need for this game. But hopefully that will change sooner or later. They're doing really well in terms of the overall leaderboards. They have 162 points bagged, and it's quite possible for Raw to overtake them in terms of points, but they're gonna have to go a long way. Raw will have to go a long way if they want to overtake DRS. But so far, DRS doing really well, putting distance between themselves and number 2. So they still can't get complacent, and they gotta move. They gotta get those eliminations in the bag. But for everyone else, LOU so far number 3, but they have a lot of points in between them and PX going in at number 4. So they can't be complacent once again, but they can do better. They can overtake Raw and potentially DRS as well. But for everyone else in top 4 going down to the rest of the ranks, it's still a quite small gap between those teams. And so it's very easy to overtake. It's very easy to lose your ranking. And so for these teams, they gotta do well. They gotta do well to get those eliminations, to get those placement points, to get that survivability in the bag, and just make the most out of this day. This is the second to the last match for today, and we only have 1 day left of the finals tomorrow.
Yeah, there's only one more day for the finals, and that's tomorrow that you're gonna face. But right now, you are in this match. You have another next match of the Erangel, ladies and gentlemen. still have that, but FW Esports, as they were rotating, they're going to be picked up by the Team ASI8. A knockdown, a confirmation. That's the 5th elimination that the Team ASI8 is now going to secure for themselves. 15 minutes have so far passed. 26 players are remaining with 9 total teams into the premises. OGXSC9 as a duo, they're still alive. There is the team that eluded the airdrop. It is CMF Esports Vessel getting that airdrop for his name. Maybe there's a Groza, maybe there's an MG3, maybe there's a P90. If any of those 3 guns are inside of it, oh no, it's going to be a deadliest caliber gun into the hands of the Team CMF from that point onward.
Yeah, it could potentially turn the tide, but that's something that we'll have to see later on, because so far, still 9 teams left standing, and we can hear some gunshots. That'll be between ST9 and FW. FW is not doing really well. Alpha finally gets completely eliminated by the hands of Mad Max. Mad Max going in hard, going in absolutely mad, and he has his eyes on LOU this time. He has his eyes, and he has the grenades in hand, the utilities in hand, and they're throwing everything that they have onto SC9. But all the while, LOU over here, Choto, he's out of the woods, he's out of the Molotov's way, and now he's crawling, trying to find a good angle, trying to find some damage that he can deal. But so far, Choto just needs a grenade. Will that connect? It won't connect to Mad Max so far, but Mad Max, he finally has some information that there's someone nearby and there's someone bombarding me with grenades, and Mad Max will be rotating out of the way. And so for now, Choto, he'll have to find another angle, and for everyone else, they're just waiting, trying to get some information, but Choto's not over just yet, trying to get some shots in, but he won't find the damage that he needs just yet.
Yeah, he won't find the damage that he needs to get that elimination done, the knockout done, but look at the circle. Circle is about to take another shift. DRS at the circle for themselves. There's the Team SC9, there's the Team LOU, into the midst of the players, into the midst of the places. But we do have to see what the situation is going to be. Team LOU, you still have a decent chance to take the players down of the Team SC9. But Team LOU, after those 2 initial knockouts to their name, they want to get out of their places. They want to get out of those places, but I don't think so. That's going to be a viable option. The grenade goes over. Blade may just receive that damage. Blade may just get eliminated because another grenade is being cooked by the player. Blade, you need to throw a Molotov. You need to throw a Molotov at this point, but no, it's going to be a hard-hitting factor for the player. Blade gets taken down. It is basically a 1 versus 1 fight going on. There is nothing in this position that the Team OGXC9 cannot do. They have the potential, they have the chance to go take the fight against the Team OGXSC LOU, in fact, get them eliminated from the premises. But before that, I think they want to get that elimination on Blade. They need to confirm that the backside is also being contested upon the Team ATR. They're getting some damages chipped in. D46 gets taken down. That will be a kill steal. That will be a kill steal. But no! Mad Max will not allow this. Gonna take 1, gonna take 2 down. And LOU is gonna receive a lot of detrimental damage. That's 3 players done and dusted from the Team LOU side, leaving only a solo player. That is Crypto. ASI8 versus Team PX. PX receiving that damage. They got eliminated from that point onward. Blade gets a finisher. Crypto, the only hope, the final hope of the team. It's all up to the guy. It's all up to Crypto. Can he come from the backside, take Mad Max down, or is that not going to be the case?
Oh man, you know what's the case though? That is 10 eliminations for the side of OGST9. One after the other, we see teams getting eliminated. Now we're down 4 teams. DRS still up and running, but Killer YT needs that revive on his side. But CMF goes down with 7 eliminations, however, and while ST9 finally meets their end, someone finally shut them down at 10 eliminations, but all the while ATR is in trouble. Electro's the only one left that's still healthy standing, and if he wants a chance of going back to this 2-man team, he'll have to revive Steel Shot, but so far it's not looking good for him. Electro, it's not looking good for him, is really low on health, and he's getting shot at by DRS's Sleepy. And so, what will be the fate of ATR's Electro? He's surrounded. He's not surrounded, however, but those bullets can come from anywhere. And for now, Steel Shot gets eaten up by that circle, and that would be a domination by DRS. That would be their 5th elimination. But will this be a 6 with ATRs? Electro going down by the hands of Sleepy. That would definitely be a 6th elimination. Now we're down to the last 3 teams
Oh my
in this game.
We are down to the top 3. Crypto with just the 2 more first aid. Now 1 more first aid. ASI8 is going to receive that grenade. But before that, LOU Crypto is going to be finished off. It's over for the Team Last of Us. At this point, DRS getting that chicken dinner 4th inning. And it is a beautiful, beautiful victory coming to the side of DRS into the second last match of the second last day.
All right, DRS actually, for the first 2 maps, they were a little bit quiet. On the 3rd map, they got some kind of momentum in the bag. They actually got 10 eliminations, I believe, in the previous match. But now they finally find their first winner chicken dinner for just tonight. They actually bagged several in the past few days, but this time, they finally awoke and they're like, hey, we're still here, and there's a reason why we're number 1 on the overall rankings. And so, Sleepy with 6 eliminations, Killer YT with 1, XMPL with 1, and X with 1. And so, with a total of 9 eliminations plus the 10 placement points from that chicken dinner, this DRS did an amazing job. Look at the damage, however. 472, but with 6 eliminations. Sleepy, you're a bit sneaky there. I wonder how that happened, but for everyone else, haven't crossed the 200 point mark for the damage. And of course, these are our top 4 teams. 9 eliminations going in for DRS with 998 damage, just 2 points shy of the 1,000 point mark. And of course, ASI8 unfortunately comes in second. 8 eliminations to their name with 1.4k damage. And coming in third, OG, however, they shined this game with 10 eliminations and 1.2k damage. And they were top 3 in this match. Coming in fourth would be CMF, however.
I love the fact that the top 4s were like 7, 8, 9, and 10 eliminations throughout the journey for themselves. But head-to-head going on for the DRS versus the ASI8. 998 damage for the DRS, where 1400 damage is being dealt by the team ASI8. On the elimination side, we are seeing DRS having the upper hand with 9 elimination to the comparison of 8. Healing of 179 for the DRS, whereas the team ASI8 has done 380 healing to their name. Number 1 and number 2 are their placement. The chicken dinner versus the hashtag number 2 that they were. But going to the MVP, it is none other than the DRS's Sleepy. Sleepy, it is a 6 elimination, 472 of a damage, 2 knockouts, 19 minutes of a survival. Wait a second. Is this a chicken dinner going on for the DRS within the 20 minutes marker? Annie?
Is that possible? I believe it is. If it's DRS and we're talking about, they managed to bag that chicken dinner within 19 minutes. But then again, this is Sanhok. It's quite a small map, but still, that performance, however, that's definitely possible if you're really good at the game. But here we go, the match summary. Highest eliminations going in for Sleepy, of course. But coming in second, however, is Mad Max with 5 eliminations. Third and fourth, with 4 eliminations each, would be Knight from CMF and ASI8's Victor. Highest damage, only crossing the 600 mark though, with IQQ from ASI8. Highest assist, of course, 4322 going into Sharp, Mad Max D46Z, and IQQ. Highest healings, only 433 for Crypto. And of course, those are the rest of the stats coming in with the match statting. However, just this one match 19 with Sanhok. Number 1, of course, DRS bagging that chicken dinner with 9 eliminations totaling to 19 points. Coming in second, however, ASI8 walks away with 14 points. OGST9 doing really well with 13 points. CMF coming in fourth with 9 points. LOU with 8. Axitron with 6. FW and Halal each bagging 5 points so far in this match number 19. And of course, for our faves, we'll be seeing the second part of the rankings, and we'll know soon enough. We'll kind of estimate how the other teams that kind of fell off early in this map, how are they doing so far. But For everyone else, however, DRS, they're doing really well. And so, number 9, number 10, A1 and Raw walking away with 2 points. KSPX, Team Star, and Mad Morons, unfortunately, with just 1. And INM, they weren't able to shine for this match. They walk away with 0 points from Sanhok.
Yeah, and Amicable Monks is the only team with the 0 points, but the rest of the teams actually managed to secure at least a single point to their name, and that is a good number. That is a good job well done. A Sanhok match do not allow you to do that, but going to the match stats, it's 55 eliminations, 58 knockouts, 228 is the longest elimination distance, 3,378 of the healing, 4 grenades eliminations coming around, 0 vehicles, 30 assists, and last but not the least, it is 2 airdrops eluded by the teams into this game. A match well done, a fight well versed. The teams played amazingly, but here we have our overall ranking. DRS with 181 points. Oh my god. The score is getting even higher to cross over. DRS 181, Raw Esports 145, Last of Us 140, 125 with the ASIA. There's PX with 120, 120 for the CMF as well. KS1M Legends with 111. Dynamical Monk 109, 108 for the A1, Extron with 105. But from this point onward, we see less than 100 points. 89 for Mad Morons, 82 for OGXSC9, 69 for the Team Star, 62 for the T2K, Halal with 53, and FW with 25.
Yes, and we can see the final overall rankings after that post-match number 19. You can see DRS Gaming is absolutely dominating. Already
True.
5 winner chicken dinners on their side. And so with that kind of momentum, with that kind of cushion between them and the top 2, it's just a securing. But once again, they can't get complacent. There's still a chance that Raw can overtake them. But we will know if that will happen soon enough. After this match number 4, we will be going on to a break before we see match number 5. And so for those of you out there, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a few minutes.
Man, just gotta make a decision. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Madness, you know how we roll. Yeah, man, I gotta stay focused. In the dance I'm zoning. Back then they didn't take notice, so on job deserve a bonus. Cut so many bars, no folders. Chopping it up with the orders on the 1s and 2s on mic controlling. Yeah, I got a gal going crazy, and the man them on 1 too. Don't know about you, but man need a drink, I make it free. Thought I was gonna say 2, but the rave looking like a zoo. Gotta finish what I started, cause that's the way we do. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Straight up madness, you know how we roll. Straight up madness, you know how we roll.
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the CMF Community Series South Asia. This is the second last day of the grand final, and this is going to be the final match. That will be into the Erangel, but this is Torix. That's me, and with me, I have introduced already. You guys already know her. It is Annie, the one and only, the one with the vision. Annie, how's it been? And the matches, it's going completely, whether we go like, yeah, it's gonna go slow, then it it goes straight up to the aggressive side. When we're like, yeah, this is a map that needs to go for a faster pace, it goes super slow. But here's time for the prediction, and I'm gonna ask you once again, who's gonna be the team that you're gonna pick?
I'm so done with these predictions. It never goes well, but since this is Erangel, let me bet on DRS this time.
Ooh, a very, very wise choice. Very wise choice. I have to say
They got that momentum, but how about you?
They definitely do. But if you're going with the DRS, then I am going with the Raw Esports. Raw it is for me this time. I want to go with them, and I really. Oh, wait a second! Production has already picked their own selection as well. Okay.
Yeah, they were
okay.
first.
Production. Yeah, production is ready this time. They are ready for the final match. So 2 DRSs, 1 Raw Esports, and it will all be done and dusted into the final match of Erangel that will ensue in some time. But yes, Annie, what are your expectations for the teams? Are you thinking that they're going to go for the early stages fights, or they're going to go for maybe a slower pace start?
Well, you said a while ago that whatever we predicted, it goes the other way. So I'm gonna say it's gonna go really, really slow. So slow that it's gonna go to the 40-minute mark. This Erangel map is gonna have absolutely no fights whatsoever.
You can't go past 35 minutes, but do you want the teams to go 40 minutes?
Yeah, they got like 20 hailing kits, in the bag.
Yeah, that's possible. That is possible, but we do have to see how the match will go as we head over there. Other than that, we can only assume and we can only do some wishful thinkings, and then this can go wrong. But talking about the teams and the way that they're doing their momentum, that they're making things wrong for them. One thing that I see about the teams are that they stay so far away from the teams at the very early stage. Then whenever they do at the 4th stage, 5th stage, they get ensued into the fight. They don't even have the momentum to initiate those fights, initiate those combats, and that's where they lack. They need to take some momentum on the fight at the early stages and then pace it up slowly and steadily till the very end.
Yeah, and for that to happen, they have to get those early game engagements. Try to get something going on, get their blood boiling, so early on into the game. Hopefully we can see that here. And for one way for that to happen, probably, come on, give us a really bad, flight path. It goes from the for example, the northwestern part of Salbert and going to the southeastern part of still Salbert. And so with that very small flight path, where can you go? But still, wishful thinking once again. I'm pretty sure this Erangel map will probably be sliced beautifully into half, which will extend the time of the game to potentially 40 minutes. I'm just kidding. That's absolutely not possible. But still, we can only make predictions. We can only say this might happen. But in the end, who knows really what will happen later on.
Yeah, it's a team that will decide their own fate. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God! Did PUBG actually listen to you, Annie?
No, it's not.
All the way up to the stall where the lane line is going hard. Eastern favored lane line is this time around. The Western sides, they are not accessible for the teams, and that is Primox, the Kutka, the Chopsticks, Georgia Pool. Novoruk, wait a second. Novoruk is accessible. I was gonna say the shooting range, but shooting range is kind of accessible for the teams. They can glide it over there, but Rozok and Pachinki, those are the two places that I have my eyes set on, because we see usually at Pachinki at least 2 teams taking those early fights.
And hopefully you can see those early game fights, because This is the last match for tonight. And so lots of things hinging on this. This is their last chance for tonight. And after that, tomorrow they only have 5 maps left. So they gotta do their best. They definitely have to do their best. They have to keep the momentum going, especially for those teams that are doing really good so far in the past 4 matches. And of course, we can see that circle is going in to a lot of water. It even has the body of water between the military base island and everything else in Erangel. So just a very little land area to go about for this first stage circle. So for the teams that need to secure those locations, they gotta do that early on because they have little choice. They have less choices for now. There's a lot of water. So for everyone else, it's time to just kind of loot the areas for now. And I can't hear any bullets. I can't see any squads running into each other. But potentially SC9 and PX,
Ooh.
however, we might see something. We might see something very
They
soon.
know.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
know.
Oh,
They
good.
know. The grenade goes over there. It does the damage. The
Ooh.
shots from the QBZ makes even more of a momentum. And a C9, Mad Max,
Ooh.
the guy, he's going to be rammed down with the car maybe, but no. The player is going to try to ram him down. Instantly, the Thompson is going to take him out. It's the first elimination that we are going to see. But wait a second. Wait, what? Did
Halal
we
and
just
MME
see
again.
did we just see elimination while the player was on the parachute?
Is that possible? Man. Oh, man. Oh man, Halal Esports is in trouble right here. Already one player on the red, but they do bag one elimination to their name. Extreme's already out of the game, but stop MME for trying to take those eliminations for themselves as well. Halal Esports versus MME again. Seriously, what's up with these two squads? They just run into each other so early on
I
in the
love
game.
it.
So for now, Mad Morons versus Halal Esports inside this building. Pushing in is MME's Chari up the stage. It's Chari that
Beautiful.
wins that 1 versus 1, and all the while, somewhere out there in the lower floors, another one goes down on the side of Halal, doing really well with the MME, but they don't find the eliminations that they need just yet. Explosions coming in, some grenades going out both sides, but Chari is only half health. But over there in the window, rather,
This
you can see
guy.
2 eliminations for the taking with that knife kill. 1 and 2. That would be the 3rd elimination on the side of Chari. Now just 1 player left. Baby, very, very low in health. Baby, 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 what can you do? Inside the building, you're gonna get pushed inside knowing that there's only 1 player left on their squad. And so, is this a free kill? Definitely a free kill if Halal Esports can execute this. Okay, come on, going outside. Chari giving the chase to Ahe. Ahe, he's behind this wall. 1 versus 1. Chari low on health though. Not looking really good, but they're both half health.
Beautiful.
Ahe
1v4.
finally gets eliminated. And that is our first complete elimination. Our first complete annihilation for this map.
And on top of that, that is a 1v4, man. That is a 1v4 done by the team MME. Beautifully done by these guys. An amazing engagement. But Team FW Esports, they're closing in from the backside. They're closing in to the side of the Team MME. And now we have to see if the Team FW is going to be able to ensue some fights against these guys. There is also the Team ST9 into the midst of all of this fighting scenario. So not only just one team, a different team, in fact, but also 2 different teams closing in into the proximity. D9, he's going to take Chari ESL down. The man with the golden hand, the man with the golden shotgun shots. He managed to get that 1v4 connected on everybody. And now he's the guy that will get eliminated most probably.
Yes, MME's Chari had a good run, but he needs that revive. And FW swooping in as the third party, trying to sweep up the place, trying to get those eliminations because they know there was an engagement a while ago, and they know that whatever team was involved, they're quite low on health, and so they're just easily stealing some eliminations, some easy eliminations. And speaking of which, Chari still doesn't get the rescue that he needs, but all the while in some other part of the map, 9 D9, I believe that's their name. They're a little bit in trouble. They also need some revive and A-Man. That goes the same well as then. But that is a domination from Mad Morons already. And FW one after the other, they're going down, I believe. Yes, that is an elimination for their squad as well.
That is another squad elimination coming around, and oh no, this is not looking good. This is definitely not looking good for so many of these teams.
Yeah, it's not looking good for these teams. I agree with you right there, Torix. And over here, ST9 coming in as the fourth party, practically. MME just lurking about the area. They haven't even reset, they haven't even healed up. But ST9, they're taking their time, however, and that just gave MME the opportunity to reset. And now they're ready for another engagement. But ST9 is swoop in. Wow, gets those shots at Chari just as he reset, just as he got his HP in the bag, gets knocked once again, and he needs some healing now. But Tiptoe Jr. gets shot at, revenge by Gangster. But D46CZ is also in trouble. You can hear that car coming in. So, for now, ST9 in trouble. And there we go. Grenades out. I can hear you, Torix. I can see those grenades as well.
Oh my god, the grenades are definitely going to the side of the team MME, but MME, they have to be really, really careful. I love the fact that Baby is waiting for the fact that if Vexy pushes forward from the side, it is an instant knockout. It will be an instant confirmation on top of that too, but Vexy has not even the slightest of idea where the player of the team MME, this guy, the solo guy, aside from his team, is in fact, but Team ST9, they have also managed to get their players back up onto their feet. It is a 3 versus 3 going around the proximity, and somewhere in this vicinity, MME and the Team ST9, we do have to wait out for a short bit of more time before we can find out if the players are actually going to be surviving, or they're going to disengage the fights, get away from this position, or they're going to push it all together. But ASI now close to the team Dynamical Monks. As Fulux saw the two players closing into his angle, he instantly got into his car and moved out of the proximity. He went into the safer side, a ridge side, where the team Dynamical Monks, if they do come, he will have a better chance of taking them down.
Yeah, and that will be the plan. For now. Everyone's taking position. Everyone's taking position within the circle, trying to find some eliminations. INM over here up the high ground. Will they get the shots that they need? Will they get the eliminations from that high up? It seems that they're trying to go from another angle. They're trying to reposition, trying to find another place so they can take ISI8 down. But so far, both squads have their giggles out. So they're rotating out of this place. They're rotating out of this open field. And so they're taking this fight somewhere else. But someone take Dante's driver's license out of this wallet. But for now, CMF versus LOU. Blade very low on health. Nice. The Sparks tries to get those shots in, but
oh my
Blade
god!
With that dramatic flying car gets knocked, but on the other hand, Knight also gets knocked, however, and that is two players needing the revive on the side of CMF. All the while, Blade, the lone player on the red, on the side of LOU, he needs some rescuing, but goes swooping, and like the ghost he is, has his buggy in the bag, has his car. Now they are going in, but he doesn't get the confirmation on the member of his. Come on, he's just right over there. He's just there. Come on. But now 2 players left on side of LOU. Will they survive this, or will they get eliminated right here, right now?
We do have to see that to find it out if the players are going to survive or if they're going to get eliminated. So far, the things are looking good for everybody around the proximity, but the only thing that's putting a lot of pressure on everybody is that some of the teams are right now outside the circle. LOU, Team CMF, Team Star. These are the 3 names outside the circle right now. Ghost is deliberately moving away from the side of the Team Star. Team Star receiving the damage from the circle. In fact, they are the ones outside of the blue zone, outside of the blue circle, and the position is not good for these guys. ATR on the other side, if you're talking about this team, they're close in to the bridge angle, and one of the player from the team ATR is actually on top of the bridge as well. This is a very, very beautiful position, 90-degree. You have a really nice degree, nice angle that you can actually ensue the fight to take the players down if anyone even dares to come in from the bridge angle.
Yeah, definitely. You shouldn't dare because one wrong move, you're gonna get sniped at. But however, Crypto, oh no, very bad position to be in because it's only one person left for this one. But it's not gonna stop him from trying to get those shots at Pinkman. But grenades out, smokes out, however. And he's getting pushed in, but he's already he gave away his position, and now this is a 3 versus 1. But that's not gonna stop Crypto. One after the other, he gets stabby down. But will he get another knock? Will he get another knock? Just going up the stairs. He's just waiting, and now he's jumping out the building. But unfortunately, he meets his demise by the hand of Pinkman, and now that is the end for now for The Last of Us for tonight.
Last of Us is done and dusted. They are gone out of this match. But this gives a really decent chance to the team ASI 8 that if they want to secure those decent points for themselves for the next day, they can do it right now. But Team Raw Esports 145 points. DRS 181 points. That is 36 points of a difference that we are seeing. So a lot of things needs to be done by the Raw if they want to actually secure that top one position. They need to make sure that first of all, DRS gets eliminated. If they're alive in the game, players are still gonna be able to secure more and more points for themselves. But aside from that, we can see the fights. CMF Esports is the team versus the team KSXO Venom right now. Dehan tried to throw a grenade, but instantly reflects his grenade. Has a better angle, has a better connectivity. Dehan gets taken down, and it will be a confirmation on the guy. Team KSX Venom now down to less than 4 players, 3 players, 2 now. This is not looking good for these guys.
Yeah, definitely not looking good, especially for KS. But Cynix actually manages to crawl into safety. But for how long can he stay like that? He needs those squad members of his to come to his rescue. But Faisal comes in first, searching for that last confirmation. But he doesn't have that information. Walks past the building. Let's see if he can hunt them down. Because yes, that is confirmation. The DBS to the face. And that is the end for that one member of CMF. But there are other members lurking about. And for everyone else, they are trying to rotate into the circle. So this will be a fun party inside this little circle with a river nearby INM. They'll have to rotate sooner or later to try to win the match. But DRS will be gatekeeping. But PX's Osman swimming in the water gets shot at. That'll be the end for him. For his squad, however, they might still be in the game. They only have 1 player eliminated on their side. But CMF versus KS, it's not over just yet. Grenades coming in, but I don't think they'll be finding the damage that they need.
Yeah, so far they might not be able to find the damage that they need for themselves. Aside from that, CMF Esports, they're doing a really decent job, really amazing job, but the grenade could have been detrimental for the players. But fortunately for them, they still managed to survive it out. Team KSX Venom, they have 2 players, 75% HP, back on the full HP side. They will be moving away from the proximity, away from the positioning. But ASI 8, they are super close to the Team Axtron. At this point, if 90 degrees is not careful, oh no, this can be detrimental. This can be a knockout and a full confirmation at the very, very instance. But no, ASI 8, they don't want to give even a single position to the side of the team ATR. I don't know what is going on with these guys. They're not even breathing at this point.
Yeah, I'm not breathing either. Everyone's just walking past each other, and that trigger discipline, just trying not to give any information to go about, not try to throw any piece of bone to the opposing squad. And so ASI 8 and ATR, they're having a standoff over here. It's so quiet. And Falak over here, lone man standing. Is that lone man standing? But one here, ST9. Two players left on their side. But how long can this take? What? Baby getting shot at by D46ZC, but those bullets won't be connecting. Baby gets away, but he has to run into the outskirts of the circle. So how long can he stay that way? That circle is stage 3. Still not that bad of a damage, but that damage is damaging, however. And so they gotta be quick. They gotta be quick about that. So Dipto Jr. over here, grenades out, and Baby stepping outside into the open area. Gangsta, however, very low on health, but it's Baby that gets hit instead, gets knocked, and so Gangsta puts the grave mark on them, and Dipto Jr. finds another kill, the second elimination to his name, but it's not over just yet. ST9, they're gonna rotate into this area, but they are outside of the circle. So how long can they hold? How long can they stay and hold out at this point? All the while, Raw Esports over here, only one elimination to their name, but they spot ATR. They're the third party in this area. They're trying to shoot at KS from a distance. Actually, they're getting sandwiched by 3 different squads at this point. And so that's basically what's happening right now. Just everyone just waiting for the right moment to strike.
Oh yeah, everybody's waiting for the right moment to strike, but the next circle is about to be made. The next circle is about to ensue. But now, the next circle, where is it? Where is it? I really want to see where the circle has taken its shift, because it definitely has taken the shift towards the island side, maybe somewhere into the northern angles. And yes, it's a hard northern circle this time around. DRS is the team that is in the circle. There's KSX Venom, CMF Esports close to each other. There's Tar taking the fight, getting those knockouts and the confirmations. On top of that, they're doing it very, very beautifully. Another team, MME, they got that elimination done and dusted on their side. On the hashtag number 12, they go out.
And now we're down to 11 teams left standing and 35 players left on this Erangel map. And so we're saying goodbye to 4 teams for tonight, but for everyone else, they still have a chance. Falak over here, speaking of chance, man, he doesn't get spotted by ATRs. It's taking a while. Falak's just hiding for his life, but DRS Gaming finally joining the fray, finally making their presence known. They still have 0 eliminations to their name, but they have INM on their crosshairs. Naruto taking quite some damage, but it's not enough. It's not enough for a knock. Here's Dante rotating into a really good shot for X right here, but in the end, X get revenged upon by the other members of INM. And so Killer YT says, hello, I'm getting some grenades thrown at you. You took down one of my members, one of my players, so I'm out here for some revenge. And for everyone else, INM, they're still getting those sprays in. Killer YT, however, smokes up, and definitely just taking that vision out of the equation. And DRS, they lost X. They lost X, and they don't have any eliminations just yet. So they don't have that footing. They don't have the momentum that they need. But all the while, however, ATR having some fun with Raw Esports 2 versus 2 and that is building, roaring very low on health. And AJ also very low on health. And that is the end for Axtron Gaming.
Axtron out of the match with a total of 9 teams are surviving into the game. 26 players remaining. 19 minutes so far. Annie has passed. We are down to officially halfway of the timer that you were predicting that the match is going to go. But from this point onward, I do believe that the fights are definitely going to start getting a little bit on the faster side. And that's a nice elimination you got there, IA1 Esports. That's a second one that you're going to receive, but another circle shift is about to come, is about to ensue. We do have to see where the circle is going to go. The circle is going to go to the southeastern side, where we can see the team CMF, KSX Venom, PX Esports, and Namical Monks alongside of one player of the A1 Esports inside of that circle. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final match of the day, number 4. This is the final match of today, and after this, there's only going to be tomorrow, where we're going to see TDMs as well, the finalized TDMs, the finals of the TDMs, the players into the games, as well as they're trying to take that victory, become the champions of the CMF Community Series this time around.
Yeah, and we gotta get a lot of sleep for that, Torx, because this will be a really long final match. Speaking of long, Basit doesn't have long in his life left. He's gonna get eliminated, and that's a finisher by the hands of XMPL. But it's not over just yet. DRS, they secured only 3 kills so far, but they're out for more. Throwing some grenades. Will that connect? It doesn't seem to be the case. But on the other hand, we can hear some bullets. But will those bullets connect? It seems that on the other side of the map, we can see KS getting completely eliminated from the picture. But it's not over just yet. DRS finds a Stars Tabby. Sees that moving car, sees that moving target, but they don't get the knock that they need. They definitely don't. But Raw Esports, 4 eliminations to their name. They spot A1 from a distance, and so they're trying to get those knocks, trying to get those bullets to connect. So far, they're not gonna find that just yet. They definitely not finding the damage that they need at this point. But Star still inside his car, trying to get away from Raw Esports, trying to get away from their spray spot in the end. Red Tabby and Shahir at that point. They're both in the red, gets eliminated from that point, and that is the end for Raw. That is the end for Star, however. Raw Esports. Yeah, they got that domination in the bag.
My prediction team is still in the game, Raw Esports is definitely there. DRS is also dominating. A1 Esports now, oh my god, they have their eyes on Team Raw Esports. In fact, the DRS, they get that damage done, get that knockout connected on the player, and from this point onward, something needs to be done by the team DRS if they want to get inside of that circle as soon as possible. A1 Esports, they're not going to let this opportunity slide by. They will definitely try to do something. They will definitely try to at least secure those eliminations for themselves. XMPL into the front side, the jump grenade is going to ensue in that angle, but will XMPL get that damage? Will XMPL receive the damage on his name? The answer to that question, maybe a no right now, and that is definitely a no at this point. There is the Mini 14 is in XMPL's hand, 8 times scope would be there too, so decent choices, decent applications can still occur by this guy. But aside from that, we are in the top 5. We are actually into the top 5 teams. The 4 versus 4 versus 3 versus 3 versus 2. The only team that has a duo is the Team PX Esports. But Raw, they're coming in Raw. They're getting those eliminations for their name. That's 2 down of the Team A1 Esports. Sinister is also on his knees right there. He's going to get the finisher from the Bror IG. Beautifully done. And AJ from Raw, this is a rampage. This is a 5 solo elimination that this guy is going to have from the Raw Esports side.
After that team, on the other side, Raw Esports versus CMF. CMF inside that building. Practically target practice from Raw right here. As long as they get their entrance really good, they could potentially wipe out CMF. 1 down. Faisal goes down by the hands of Supreme from Raw. Gets that elimination. So far, 9. Having 5 just to his name, but it's not over just yet. From a distance, A1 getting shot at, but Supreme also gets some damage onto his system. And still, look at here. Raw A1 Esports, however, only 2 players left, but Raw Esports is doing really well. They have a good chance of winning here. And now A1 throwing in those grenades, trying to get some damage in the bag, but still PX, CMF, and DRS, they're still in the running. DRS in trouble, so they lose XMPL. Killer YT also gets eaten up by the circle, so very small circle left. 9 players left standing. 4 teams left in the running. It seems that CMF will be going down first from the top 5. And so we're down to the top 4. It's an open field. We can see a lot of grenades in the future. But for now, everyone's just securing the locations, getting those sprays on. So far, Mad Machine gets knocked and gets eliminated. And that would be PX Esports going down. Now we're down to 3 more teams. Raw Esports, A1, and DRS still up and running.
Oh, DRS, it's gone. DRS, they are gone. 4 versus 2 it is, Annie, and 4 versus 2. And I do believe so. I'm going to win this prediction now up as well, as I did took a Raw Esports for my team. A1 Esports, Rowdy into the front lines. He's getting that damage, but no, AJ is going to be that guy that's going to be taken down. Bro, IG, he's super low on that HP. Oh my god, things are still going south for the Team Raw Esports, but there we go. Team Raw Esports, finally, last but not the least, they managed to get that elimination done for themselves. It is a winner chicken dinner to the side of the Team Raw Esports, getting at least my prediction on the 3 this time around. Raw Esports chicken dinner it is, and I really want to see how many eliminations they manage to squeeze out after this complete match for their name.
You know what? Can I just abstain from the predictions from this point on? It's getting embarrassing, but yes. Congratulations to Raw Esports. Congratulations to you as well, Tarks, for your 3rd correct prediction. Ugh. But for now, looking at the stats, looks like Ajaya, absolute monster in this map. 6 eliminations just to himself. That's probably even more than some of these teams here. And Bro Rig having 4, Supreme having 2, and AJ having 2 as well, for a total of 14 points just from eliminations alone. And that's on top of the 10 placement points that they're getting from their chicken dinner. And so, top 4 teams, of course, we saw Raw, 14 eliminations, and that Raw amount of damage of 2.3k, almost 2.4 actually. A1 coming in 2nd with 5 eliminations, and DRS with 5. CMF coming in 4th with 4 eliminations, however, but still, look at that damage on DRS, 1.8. And on the other hand, A1 with just 1.1, and still, they have the same number of eliminations. So, can expect some kill steals here and there, but it is what it is. It happens in the map every now and then.
It definitely happens into the match every now and then. Player head-to-head going to the Bro IG from Raw Esports with 4 elimination, 929 damage, 3 assists, and 28.57 team contribution. Whereas the DRS XMPL, he only has 2 eliminations, 754 damage, 1 assist, and 40% of the contribution towards his team side. A really decent one, indeed. And somewhere in the premises, this was the player head-to-head going to the MVP. It is AJ, ladies and gentlemen, from the Raw Esports side. AJ will be that MVP. 6 elimination, 837 damage that this guy has done, 2 knockouts, and 24 minutes of the survival time. Points contribution goes up to a 42% for this guy, for this player. He is the MVP, and he is hailing from Raw Esports.
Yeah, Jaya from Raw Esports making it look easy. Just spraying everyone down, getting those 6 eliminations. Coming in 2nd is Brorig with 4, MME's Cherie with 4, and AS I8's Falak with 3. But everyone else, highest damage, 929 going to Bro Rig. Ajaya from Raw coming in 2nd with 837. DRS's XMPL with 754, and MME's Cherie once again with 647. So highest assist, highest healings, highest knocks. You can see on the screen, look at that healing from Killer YT, 477 as well. Supreme from Raw getting 4 assists. I believe that was assist. And now coming into match standing, you can find, of course, Raw getting that Raw chicken dinner with 24 points. A1 coming in with 11. Wow, that is a huge jump, actually. What is that? 13 whole points. And now DRS Gaming with 10, CMF with 7, Team Star and Miramar 6, PX with 5, INM with 4. Just doing a really good job for these people. And actually, number 9, they still have 4 points at ASI 8. OGSC9 with 3, 4 squads coming in with 1 point only. KS, Axitron, Last of Us, and Halal. And unfortunately, FW has 0 points for now.
Oh yeah, they have 0 points. So right now to their name. And this is the match standing, ladies and gentlemen. This is the match standing. We do have to see the match summary as well. There is 52 eliminations into the full match, 55 knockouts, 325 is the longest elimination of a distance, 61, 100 of the healing, 3 grenade eliminations, 1 vehicle, 25 assists into this Erangel match. And last but not the least, it is a 1-1 airdrop looted by these guys. Overall ranking going up to the DRS's name with 191 points. Team Raw securing that second position for their name, getting that point difference a little bit on the low side. 169 points. Last of Us 141, ASI 8, 129, 127 for the CMF, PX Esports with the team 125 points. A1 Esports 119, Dynamical Monks 113, 112 for the KS Winner, Maxtron with 106, 95 for the Mad Morons, SC9 85, 75 for Team Star, T2K. After all the days that they haven't played the matches, they are still on the number 14. They were just a drop down 2 places from number 12 to number 14 with 62 points to their name. Halal Esports 54. And last but not the least, it is Team FW Esports with 25 points to their name. An amazing end to a really, really amazing start of the day. Day number 4 has came finally to a really, really decent conclusion. But Annie, remember the fact that because we did not see any TDMs today, we're going to have the finalists of the TDMs tomorrow, and at the same time, the champions of the TDM tomorrow as well, because some of the TDM players, the TDM brackets, are also receiving that division of the prize pool.
Yeah, can't wait to see that. We'll be having a lot of TDMs tomorrow, and so it will be quite a long stream. Everyone will have to keep their eyes peeled because it's definitely exciting, especially since, number 1, it is the last chance for these teams to really bag those points to boost themselves in the overall ranking. And number 2, of course, the TDM. We haven't seen any matches today, and so a lot of excitement to be had tomorrow. And since TDM's pretty fast-paced usually, it's exciting to look forward to see so many TDM matches tomorrow. And of course, hoping the best for these teams. We can see the bracketing for that TDM. Taking a look, some of these brackets already have their results, and of course we will be going on to the grand finals tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it is 2 semifinals between PX Esports and Hackstrong Gaming, then A1 Esports versus Raw. And out of these 4 teams, only 2 are going to move into the grand final where they're going to face against each other into, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, a best of 3. This is not a best of 1 this time around. This is a best of 3. Champions will get a 5,000 BDT prize pool. Runner-up gets 3,000. Third and fourth place gets 1,000 each for themselves. So do not miss the action for tomorrow. Do not miss the action for tomorrow because the things are going to get spiced up. On top of the matches, the Erangel Miramar Sanhoks, we are also going to see the TDM brackets for the players as well. But I do believe so. This was all it from both of our sides. It's kind of getting late as well. The teams also need rest. We also need rest. So I think it's about time we also say goodbye to you guys. But before we head out, Annie, do you have anything to say for our audience?
Yeah, of course, for the audience over there, thank you so much for supporting the stream and supporting for your favorite teams as well. And I hope that kind of support will also carry on to tomorrow. So this is the end of the stream. Of course, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope we'll see you tomorrow soon enough. And so for now, this has been CMF Community Series South Asia, day number 4. This is the conclusion. And so for now, we bid you goodbye and we hope to see you tomorrow.
Me going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Straight up madness, you know how we roll. Take notice, so I don't deserve a bonus. So many bars, no gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Straight up madness, you know how we roll.